All right, I think we are ready to go. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. I hope you are having a wonderful, fantastic day. I am, I was about to say, surprisingly having an okay day considering I've still been a little sick-ish, but that cough didn't really sound as convincing as I'd like it to be. However, I did take a tiny little nap before the stream. That's why I decided to start 1 hour later. Because I figured that today we have a lot of work to do, a lot to go through, and I just kind of wanted to make sure I am prepared for that. Make sure my headphones are comfy. I could be wearing my earbuds as well, but these are, I don't know. Today these kind of feel cozy as well. Should I leave these on or should I wear my earbuds? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave these on. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yesterday I started with the old Charlian side quests, and at first, sorry, at first, it was just like something to do, something that I wanted to try doing on stream that I haven't done before. But then I realized something truly awful is that this whole time I've been missing out on like really good content that, if I may say, it is endgame content, no matter what people tell you. Like, these quests are so good and they just kind of complete the story in such a good way that I'm starting to feel like finishing the MSQ is like not the end of the story at all. I feel like I've been missing out because of not like taking these quests like too seriously, right? Because when you think about it, the same people who wrote Endwalker and who wrote the MSQ itself. Sorry for being distracting with my hair. Like, I have this thing here that I don't even know how to get rid of, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way because it's bothering me. Anyway, the same people who wrote like the MSQ for Endwalker, for Shadowbringers, for pretty much every single expansion, they all wrote those side quests as well, and those side quests are just so freaking good. They are. I don't know, like, in my honest opinion, they are amazing, and I just want to make sure I experience the story in its entirety. And Endwalker is such an amazing piece of work, and I feel like we haven't like, I haven't personally appreciated it enough, and appreciated it enough to do the side content as well. And I want to make sure I actually get to like experience the full story. So today I'm gonna do Labyrinthos. Yesterday I did the old Charlian quest. You can find those in the past live stream if you are interested. There are some really good ones. And later on, I think I will like make a video, like a compilation of the best quests. I have them written down, the ones that I kind of remember or want to remember or want to show to you, in case you haven't been with us during the live streams. But yeah, that is definitely something to do. What we're gonna start is, I'm gonna start at the outer circuit of the Labyrinthos, and then I will move into like the middle circuit and the central circuit. I don't know if that makes sense to do, if that's how we started. But I wanna do the middle zone last. And I think that's gonna be totally fine. These quests actually make me feel genuinely excited for the game. Leveling Sage has depressed me, to be honest. And I realized that I have to find another way to level Sage. It is 83, and I know it sounds like a completely painless thing to bring it to 90, but to me, as someone who has not really enjoyed Sage at all, I just want to make sure I kind of go through it in a as painless way as humanly possible. So that's what we'll try to do. I'm not sure if these will help with the experience, but I will still go with my belly full, just to make sure I have the best. the best chances of leveling mm, as soon as possible. So I'll start here. This is the Green Gleaner. The Green Gleaner seems to want a word with you. I mean, the money is good. The quest experience is good. It's a pity to throw this away on, like, I don't know, characters that you've already leveled up. So I might as well level like this. Excuse me, Baron. You're the one who was assisting Ironville. If you have a moment, I could also use some help with a certain task. I don't remember who Ironville was, but simply put, I'm to hunt down a number of caribou, but as this is the first job I've accepted, which requires any degree of violence, I'm not entirely confident how I should approach my prey. You seem like the type of woman, oh my god, who has seen her fair share of combat. What if I could observe you from concealment while I engage my target fauna? I wouldn't need you to spend all day on it, of course. One or two examples in the forest west of here should be plenty. Let's say two, shall we? I'll even pay you, please. Okay, this one is not very exciting. This one is like a fetch quest. To be honest, I haven't encountered nearly as many of these like fetch quests as I thought I would. I thought there would be like oh, I probably shouldn't heal. How do I do damage? Oh, there we go. Like I've forgotten what my damage spells are. I think I do. I only have like one spell as a healer. Hi, Morgan. Welcome back. How are you doing today? Today is a big day. Today we have the entirety of Labyrinthos to clear. And I am actually excited for it. I am so hyped because uh, I realized that is this is actual endgame, and this is actually something to do that I want to do. Apart from just leveling and doing roulettes and extremes and whatnot, I've been loving the side stories. They are so good. Followed the insanity of my D&D character and prepared some notes. Oh, nice! How are your sessions going? I hope you're having fun. Okay, this one was not as exciting. That was that was a fetch one. Thank you for the instruction. While I doubt I could emulate your particular style, seeing you in action was enormously helpful. You've also provided a service by culling a few of Labyrinthos' more prolific animals. Lest you worry, it's essential we reduce the caribou's numbers every now and again to maintain a stable habitat, and nothing here is killed for mere sport. Every part of a carcass is harvested and put to use, a practice I will make sure to carry out with the creatures you slew. There are still a few more that need culling, but I think I can handle that on my own now, such as the Gleaner's lot, and I should learn how to do it sooner rather than later. Oh, and here's your payment. Wish me luck. It's like even through fetch quests, you get like a little bit of lore and understanding about like what they actually do. It's so rewarding. I didn't think they would be that rewarding, but here we are. I am addicted. Oh, you lost the character. That's always sad. Oh. No laughing matter. Nonetheless greets you with wide-eyed hope. This is horse chestnut ring cover. Okay, well these rings actually sell for a lot of money. I'm not sure if you know that, but they're quite expensive. Hello there, friend. Fancy lending a hand to a gleaner in need. I'm fairly new to all this gleaning business, so it's only proper that someone with the requisite experience deliver this very important old Don alchemical compound to that research facility. You know, that one a short way to the west. Yeah, why wouldn't he take it himself? Oh, that is so sad. Oh. Why, you ask? Well, because I have an urgent matter to attend to elsewhere. It's very urgent and very far from here. I would do it myself, of course, but duty calls. Just deliver this package to someone in a position of seniority, and I promise I'll be back here to pay you for the favor. What? To go all the way to. No way. Oh, okay. I was like, where do you want me to go? know, like it's a big goal to clear all the side quests, but I decided to give it a shot, at least for Endwalker, because I really want to kind of soak in the story. Because even these like little quests just give you a lot when it comes to lore. May I help you? And for someone who hasn't done them and doesn't want to do them, I guess I don't know. It's kind of fun to at least see what they are. Yes, the old end compound. Excuse me, but whatever happened to the cleaner I was told to expect? You don't quite match his description. Yeah, they were built with so much care. That's true. They are so good. And so here you are in his stead. I thought that might be the case. This facility primarily studies small vialkin and their role as carriers of disease. As such, we seem to have become the subject of some rather unsettling, not to mention wholly unsubstantiated, rumors. I imagine some senior cleaner was amusing himself by taunting his junior colleague with scary half-truths and outright fabrications. The scholar lent me patience, but such just led to no end of trouble for us. In any case, thank you for bringing me my delivery. Should you happen to return to our faint-hearted gleaner, pray do me the service of setting him straight on what it is we do here. Oh, that's completely true. Like when I do these, I remember like details from the MSQ, and I feel like I'm still within the MSQ story. It's so cool how they like take you back, and even sometimes not just the MSQ, but like the events that happened way before. It's crazy what these quests can do. Yesterday was yesterday was crazy. Like the old Charland quest, like the way we met. Well, I don't want to spoil it now for the people who haven't seen or haven't done these quests, but we met the dad of one of our friends who passed away, and we didn't know it was him. And for me, that was like a huge shock. I did not expect that in this side quest for sure. But when it comes to Shireland, what was really problematic was not being able to fly. And here today, I think this is going to go a lot faster because not only can I ride, but I can also fly around here. Yesterday, I had to walk all over the city. I got to know Shireland fully. It is my city now, my home. You're back and not suffering from any horrible maladies. Well, nothing visible anyway. What's that? You think someone's been having a laugh at my expense? But the others told me. They said the researchers ordered a forbidden substance from Molda so they can concoct some kind of zombie powder, and the cleaners who deliver there are often never seen again. That does sound a bit unlikely now that I say it out loud. Those lying bastards. Right, here's what I owe you, plus a little extra for keeping quiet. Gods above, I'll never live this down. Oh gosh. Let's see what we got. Am I gonna have enough room for today's rewards? Even these, to be honest, even these rings, I don't normally glam rings, mind you, but like the glams look kind of nice. Like this one, not in particular, but it's sold at the market board for like a lot. Oh, and there's a vista. I actually started doing vistas, with Sage as well because leveling the Path of Artifice. This massive lift is one of the several, which connects the surface of Old Charlian to the subterranean research and storage complex of Labyrinthos. At the end of its descent, the mechanism opens up onto the hub of the Upper Arkantos, from where passengers or cargo continue onwards towards other facilities. Like the sightseeing log is like what? 84, 85k experience? It's a crazy amount of XP for just, standing there using an emote. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. The outer circuit researcher's brows creased in consternation. Excuse me, do you have a moment? I have an urgent task to attend to and I could use some assistance. As a supervisor of this sector, I was concerned with how cool the air in Mornvale Forest felt as I walked on my usual rounds. Ordinarily, it should be a touch more humid. My colleagues assured me that the gauges are displaying acceptable temperatures and, well, hinted that I was being oversensitive. My instincts, however, informed me otherwise. Would you mind assisting me with a more thorough investigation? Thank you. Payment will be forthcoming, of course, but first, let's begin by assessing the problem from within the forest itself. Oh, do I have to follow him? Like, I swear, flying makes it so much easier. See, I saw this when I was flying over here, and I wondered what it was for. Take a close look at this mid-sprayer. You will find these devices throughout Moonville Forest, and I need you to see if they're functioning properly. It's nothing too complicated. If the spray crystal is glowing blue, then that means it's working. If the crystal is dull, then most likely it's broken. Here, I'll jot down the locations of the sprayers I wasn't able to check yet. Meanwhile, I'll go and see if there are any problems at Mislim. That the big tower over there is responsible for regulating the sprayers. That can be our meeting spot once you finish checking the devices. Like, we're forgetting that this is kind of an artificial space underground that we need to, that they need to provide, like, actual, like, settings for everything to function normally, including the human beings downstairs. Crystal's glowing blue. Okay, so this one is working. This one is glowing. Which one isn't? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Oh, he was right. There was one crystal that was broken. The sprayer's case is cracked. The crystal within inert and dull. This device appears to be malfunctioning. Well, his instincts did not trick him. Well, the Muslim technicians can detect nothing awry with the tower's workings and issues with the sprayers. Aha, so there was a malfunction after all. The sprayer's job is to keep this area blanketed in mist, to accurately simulate the most laden air of certain forest habitats. One broken device had no effect on the temperature, but the humidity had fallen out of the optimal range. If we hadn't caught the change, we would have started seeing an adverse effect on the forest's flora and fauna. Nice work, but I didn't bring your payment with me. Come back to Upper Arcanos and we can settle our accounts there. It's kind of funny how you don't get to turn in the quests where you last encountered them. They all ask you to go back to that same location. I guess that's the way. It's, I don't know, it's coded, but they all pretty much have the same pattern. It's like, come where you first met me or whatever. Like, from a developer's point of view, I have no clue how that works. Thank you again for agreeing to help. It goes to show that mechanical gauges aren't always as important as trusting one's own senses. Your remuneration is promised. Now I must see about organizing repairs for that broken sprayer. I mean, the money for this is not great, but I'm not complaining. I mean, it is money that's out there for you, just laid out, waiting for you to pick it up, so. This is the only quest in the forest, right? After that, we can move on to the. Is this a part of the medial circuit? Probably. Yeah. Okay. We'll do this last one, and then we go to the next zone. Shaggles. Who is Shaggles? Aww. Now that he's being understood at last, Shaggles is full of vim and vigor. I remember these like from the stories. It's so cool to come back and like revisit these. Happy Esther was a movie evening plan for my mama. We cooked and she liked it. Oh, nice! I'm glad you guys had a good time. That's awesome. A time with our parents should definitely be more appreciated. I don't get nearly enough of it. Allow me to explain a few things first. Staff at the Archeon regularly use alchemic pesticides to keep the place of harmful gurs. Unfortunately, the woodworm I found seemed to be entirely resistant to the type of pesticide employed at the facility. I skimmed a few tomes, including the New Yorzian Geographic, but I couldn't manage to identify the Vilekin in the Archeon. I'm guessing it must be a new species. Grrr. We won't get very far if we know nothing about the enemies. So I went ahead and captured one of the woodworms. We can try showing it to someone who knows more about this sort of thing than I do. I remember Shaggles. He's awesome. I see. In that case, I think we'd be best served by a biology's and mineral agronomics. Shall we? Is the in-game sound too loud or too quiet? I mean, I have it turned all the way up on my headphones, but I wonder if it's different for you. Hi, Lunith, welcome back. What's up? Can't hear you. I have headphones. He's trying to yell from another room, trying to participate in the chat. I think what Luneth is missing is a place for him to hang out within the content creator space. He's making funny faces at me now. Thinks I won't mention that. Mineral agronomics. In this experimental crop farm, researchers explore agricultural methodology and study the growth of seeds collected from various regions across the world. It is named after Mariel, one of the seven archons instrumental in Charlian Foundation, whose botanical knowledge helped enrich the island's barren soils and resolve food shortages. I wonder how many vistas I'm yet to discover. Your troll showed me the woodworm sample, but the best I can do is confirm that I've never seen it before. I'd say your hypothesis that it's an undiscovered species is highly likely. In order to ascertain how best to deal with the insect, we would need to learn about its original habitat. Grrr. Well, I found it clinging onto a Thabnarian tool used to make medicine that was recently brought to the Archeon. It was delivered by a Green Gleaner. Let's go ask Gur about it. Well, what are we waiting for then? To the Archeon. Sure. That troll truly speaks to you, doesn't it? Perhaps the woodworm is not the only new species in our midst. The music and Labyrinthos is so soothing, isn't it? I wonder if there's gonna be like a puzzle the way we had yesterday. That was such a very long one. Oh, they always use the best Rogadin hairstyle for all the cool rows. Oh, that! I found that in Thavnair. To be more specific, at the Alchemist's Outpost, the Great Work. It was used by the first alchemist, they say, and there are few tools like it still extant. I spent days arguing my case before its owner agreed to hand it over. Grrr, it's all coming together now. The woodworm was probably exposed to so many alchemic concoctions in that settlement that it developed a hardy resistance to substances like the pesticide. Oh gosh. Let's waste no time in gurrying the biologists about this. I feel like I've seen that little troll in the Archeon. Is it alright for him to be out and about like this? Ah, well, circumstances have required us to set him free for a bit. Closely monitored, of course. Now, where did he go? Yeah, he just up and left. Oh my! We should make for Mariel Economics straight away then. I think I started off wrong. I think I should have started from the center. Like I think I should have started from the very beginning at Labyrinthos, not from the very end, because the story about Gleaners is the one that we only got to experience like later on when we came to Labyrinthos. I think I'm gonna go back and do those stories first because the story is kind of not making sense because I'm really trying to follow the MSQ sequence of this. Well, it certainly makes a lot of sense in light of what has happened thus far. I happen to know that the alchemic pesticide used at the Archon was created in Thabnair, so it's hardly surprising that our woodworm friend has developed a resistance to it. Now, how should we solve this conundrum? Oh, there's more! Oh, he gives you like additional quests. Oh, best be gone. The biologist has worms on the brain. What? It may not be the most inventive solution, but what if we were to make an even stronger pesticide? But how? Is that really a solution? Assuming that's a yes, I need you to get your hands on a luncheon toad's poison gland. I'll take care of the rest. Oh my. Despite their adorable name, those toads are not to be trifled with. Think you're up to it. The buffoon clearly isn't, so I'd say you're our only hope. Oh gosh. I take it he has skipped the right to asking for your assistance. You'll find the toads roaming near Numa, I believe. Do take care now. So our solution is make a stronger poison and use it in the nature. That's amazing. These quests are so nice though. But we're gonna go back here. I want to start from the beginning. Ooh, they are big. Why are they so big? Obtain a poison gland. So I need to... Wait, do we need to kill it first? I guess so. I suppose so. Oh, this is going very slowly with a healer. Okay. Well, there's no point in porting anywhere. I just love the piano theme. It is so nice. Very soothing. Oof, judging by the smell, I think it's safe to assume you've got what I asked for. Allow me to tuck that away before we all pass out from the stench. Oh, we got a movie too. Oh, this is cool. Out of smell, out of mind. And now I've got all I need to make one of the most potent pesticides out there. Who's that? Hold on just a moment. Director! Oh, they probably weren't allowed to do that. What exactly are we making here, and why does it smell like the inside of a toad? Uh-oh, we're gonna be in trouble. And you, Nwalitia, I believe your job requires you to bring any missing specimens back to the Archeon, not take them on a tour of the realm. Please, allow me to explain. I see why you feel such a drastic action is needed. However, I cannot permit you to release such a potent pesticide inside my Archeon. It could damage what is housed within, and there's no telling how it might affect Labyrinthos' environment once the fumes inevitably escape the building. Whilst the pesticide we currently use may be on the weaker side, that is also one of its strengths. It has a negligible impact on the environment. You clearly haven't given your plan much thought. Well, good thing she showed up. Fear not, I shall come up with a solution in due course. For now, let us return to the specimen to the Archeon. There is little to be gained by allowing a troll to ruminate on such matters, no matter how odd it may be. Grr me another chance. I can't sit back and watch this marvelous book be destroyed. Is it addressing me? It truly wishes to protect the tome so strongly? Very well. In light of you having discovered the woodworm issue in the first place, I shall grant you one more chance to present a solution. Should you prove capable of ridding us of the infestation, I promise to cease treating you as a mere specimen. Assuming that you come up with a solution all on your own, of course. You're forbidden from consulting the researchers. Understood? Aww. Do we get more quests with him? I hope so. Why is he forbidden? No, I want to help him. Oh, we do get more quests with Shaggles. Ooh, and we got a lot of food. Shaggles is searching for a solution. Grr, I worry that I won't be able to come up with a way to solve our problem. Let me grr and think on my own for a bit. Okay. It's alright. You don't need to interpret for me. Even I can tell he's struggling with the weight of his task. You know, creatures like trolls tend to perk up when someone pets them. Why don't you show Shaggles some affection? He might pretend not to like it at first, but trust me, he'll warm it up. He'll warm up to it soon enough. Oh, we get to pet him. I wish we could. Do we actually get a minion like that at any point? I hope so. I like the day theme too. Night one is beautiful, but this one is just so fun. Grr, I can't come up with anything good. I'm just a little creature. Okay, so we need to. Aw. What are you doing? I'm not a dog. Honestly, what the girl was that? Oh my god. He curses at me. Shag will still seem melancholic. Perhaps petting him again will do the trick. He just asked me not to. Grr. Okay, he does like it. Aww. I like Shaggles. You know, I actually feel a bit better now. Aww. Seems like he's back to his old self. Listen, Shackles, if anyone can do this, it's you. I'd normally call him a buffoon and move on, but I'm the Grr who nearly destroyed Labyrinthos' ecosystem by unleashing a super strength pesticide. If anyone's a fool, it's me. I know I'm forbidden from consulting the researchers, but can I ask you for advice, right? You must have fought your fair share of foes on your adventures. How do you take down especially Grr ones? Oh god. I harness all my strength. I focus on their weaknesses. I simply end them. That's very morbid. Thank you. Oh god. Thank you for that, Shaggles. Shaggles just called me morbid. I suppose the easiest way to end any creature is to stop it from breathing. Oh wow. Depriving them of the air they need to survive. I bet we could starve the worms of oxygen with the gas emitted when you pour hydrofluoric acid on limestone. We need to evacuate the staff and other living specimens, but it wouldn't damage the tomes or documents. We won't know if it'll work unless we gird the go. Lolitia can get the acid, so I just need you to find some limestone. There's more than enough for the taking in the 30 Gurr facet. Meet us at the Archeon once you have it. Oh, so I'm like his little translator. That's wonderful. I get the impression you've come up with a solution. Would you mind filling me in? Brilliant. Though I'd best at least pretend to be looking after Shaggles while I fetch that acid. Please do get that stone in the meantime. This is actually like a huge chain. It's fun. Okay, so all they want us to do is go here. Is this a cave? This is not a cave. No, that is a cave. I remember this cave. Where else would we get limestone? Do we have to go around and out? Or can I just go here and make a right? I kind of forgot this cave. Okay. Maybe there were more limestones around. I should have checked. I'm not sure if it's this set is still on the map. It's not. Okay. Fine. We're good. Where is it? Oh, there we go. I think it's definitely worth porting. I don't know. Since I started doing the side quests, the fact that there are still those on the map is starting to bother me like a little bit. Like no, I just want them all gone. Everyone's out, and we've got the asset as promised. Did you keep your end of the bargain? We'll see. Many gurs. I'll be right back. Do we get the movie? We do get the movie. Aww. I filled the test room with gas. Now we only need to wait and see what happens. Okay. Grrr. You know, I've been on my own almost as long as I can remember. I do recall that I constantly questioned my parents, which is probably what led to them giving up on me altogether. That same intelligence, or belligerence, depending on who you gur, who saw me, rescued, and brought here. It made me interesting, I suppose. But I've only ever been treated as a specimen. You're the first person I've been able to have an actual conversation with. For the longest time, the Archeon's books were my only friends. They were both my loyal companions and my window from which I gazed upon the outer world. That's why I can't stand by and let them be destroyed. Naturally, I would love for my intelligence to be recognized so that I might become a researcher in my own right. But more than anything, I want to protect the Archeon. It worked. It actually worked. The pests are no more and the tomes look as good as new. Well done. Your method is both effective and safe. We shall waste no time in using it to rid the entire facility of woodworms. As promised, you will no longer be treated as a mere specimen. From now on, you are an apprentice researcher. Oh, that's so cool that he gets his happy little ending. Grr, thank heavens the Archeon will be safe once more. Well, allow me to thank you for everything. I couldn't have done it alone. My very first project as an apprentice will be to study how to produce sounds just like your kind do. After Grr, if I want to be a researcher, I need to learn how to speak with people other than you. Aww. It's good to see Shaggles looking so pleased. Thank you for all you've done for us. Oh, but before you go, could you perhaps tell me what he thinks of me? He calls you a buffoon regularly. He's rather disparaging. I'm gonna be honest. Is that so? He's too adorable to be angry with. Come, let me pet you. Like, no! Cease this, you buffoon. I'm no one's pet. No? No. Come back. Yeah, it's like, what can you do? What do we want? Do we want money or do we want Archon Loaf? We should get the Archon Loaf. So, I think we are pretty much done with this part. But I'd like to go back here. Like, if we go back to Aporia, or actually, is it gonna be Aporia that we want to go to? We haven't. Oh, I don't think we started there. Where have we started? No, Aporia was. Aporia is, I think, where our tour actually kind of ended rather than started. Is this where we no, this is where we no, this is where it ended. We need to go to Charlotte and Hamlet. Yeah. This is the correct sequence. I want to make sure I do it properly. Like, retrace our steps. Is this where we landed? Let me see. Or maybe not. I don't know where we were. I don't know where we started. I can't remember. Maybe it was the Archeon. I don't know where I should begin. I don't think it's this. I don't think this is our beginning at all. Yeah, Archeon looks more like it. I actually remember arriving here. Yeah, we came here from the upper level. That's true. This is where we're supposed to be. Okay. There's Chadbert. Chadbert appears to have worked himself into a panic. It will be alright. I just need to oh gods, what do I do? I asked the Gleaner to bring me a lively Koblin specimen, but perhaps I was a tad too insistent on the lively part. The thing flung itself about with such force that it broke the wall of its enclosure and escaped. For a moment I considered chasing after it myself, then realized it would likely beat my soft academic frame into bloody pulp. You, on the other hand, seem to possess a rather higher degree of fortitude. Thank you. That's what every lady wants to hear. The last I saw was skittering towards Mornvale Forest. Please track it down and subdue our frisky fugitive. Stuff it in his sturdy sack, and then bring it back here to me. My humble gratitude will be yours as well as generous reward. One day I will forget to unmute myself. And I will just have a mute stream. Serving. Oh, this is taking a while. Where is it? You know what? I'm actually leveling quite well. Like, these side quests are no jokes. But the sage is killing very, very slowly. I need to put him in a bag. Oh, okay, so they're not even allowing me to kill it. I forgot that I need to put it in a bag. I was overly consumed with killing it, but luckily the game doesn't allow you to do it. In WoW, for example, when you have these quests, if you kill a creature, you have to find another one, or wait for it to respawn. Did you get it? Did you bag the goblin? Oh, praise the scholar. You see, I've been assigned to evaluate the dietary claims of a work entitled Goblin Cuisine, and had been about to prepare my first dish. How will it taste? Is it even edible? You, my friend, have made it possible for me to answer such questions. Thank you for your contribution to culinary science. Sure. There's one inside that we neglected to do. Yeah, we should finish those as well. The Gali's looking at you with motherly concern. Raised on the fallen. What? Madame, if you could hold out your hand, I have something you really must eat. Please, I insist. Wait, what? She wants to feed me? What's she giving me? Is that not the juiciest, sweetest, most invigorating thing you've ever tasted? I just finished baking a batch, and judging by your somewhat vanna complexion, I thought you could use a little treat. Oh, thanks. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm feeding you. Though I've settled here in this tavern of archived cultural treasures, I was also a student of the nutritional sciences at the Faculty of Medicine. The knowledge from that course certainly comes in useful when it comes to keeping my very colleagues healthy and hale, although I do struggle to find the time to collect all the ingredients I need. In fact, I wonder if you'd be willing to help in that regard. I was about to head out and gather some things east of here, but if you could scour the area to the northwest for a couple of rotting logs, be ever so grateful. Why does she need rotting logs? That's what I'm concerned about. Alright, we should go. Oh, I love the way this bird runs. But flying makes it so much easier, so much better for sure. Yesterday was pretty hell in comparison because of no flying. Where do I find the law? Oh, okay. Can I board there? Maybe I shouldn't have. No, it's actually kind of worth it. The load time has passed. Any luck with the logs? Yes, there should be. These should be riddled with the little darlings. Wait, what? Thank you both from me and on behalf of my sure to be appreciative fellow archivists. After all, no dish has more nutritional value than one made with the beetle larvae. Oh, she makes like jeez. She puts bugs in her food? No way. She fed me bugs. I ate from her hand. What? What? This lady. Oh, come on. That is disgusting. I feel so tricked. Super tricked. Wow. An awful lot. The burly researcher looks at you appraisingly. You look strong, sturdy, and most importantly, idle. Which is a powerful coincidence. Which is wonderful coincidence. Powerful coincidence. That actually doesn't sound bad. As I'm in need of a spare pair of hands. Let me explain. I sent one of my younger colleagues off to the Estes Thalos to organize a shipment of ore, but after a second glance at the order sheet, I realized why it was taking him so blasted long. Seems the order was more than triple the size we usually handle. Something to do with all these large-scale Operations, I suppose, and I can hardly expect that pup to shift it all on his lonesome. Come and pitch in with the hauling, and I'll make it worth your while. Like, they don't really make it worth your while. That's okay. There's the Chocobo guy. Apparently, I need to do those too. Okay. Well, at least he's not on the map anymore as a quest giver of a sort. So what do you do with them? How do you even use them?
Me?
How do you use like the Chocobo keep?
Oh, if you're like, lazy or you're doing something for like a couple minutes, just whatever section you're in, there's options and places where you can go to, and it'll automatically like drag you there. So it's like,
But you get to see the environment and stuff?
yeah, you're
Okay, well
yeah,
that's actually cool. Please tell me you're the help I was promised. Oh, thank the stars. My supervisor came past not a moment ago and scooped up half of the ore himself. I swear he's past Park Forest Troll. But even so, I don't think I can manage the rest without doing myself an injury. Listen, if I take care of this crate, do you think you can carry that other load? Once you have it settled into a comfortable grip, I'll lead us to where we need to go. Okay, commence hauling. 3 minutes. Okay. Let's haul. Okay. So we follow him. Well, that's gonna take a while. It's not a very fast one, anyways. Oh god. How long do we have to go? It's not even showing me on the map. He's just like right next to me. And that's all we know. No, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. We're just going back to the guy who sent after him anyways. That ought to do it. Come on back to the icon and I'll pay you for what you're owed. Thanks. I can handle the rest right here. The worst of it is over. Actually, the Labyrinthos, it feels like there's so many quests, but you clear them very quickly. And I just want to find these really cool ones. I'm glad that you came along when you did. I can't be hauling ore all day, and my colleague is not exactly built for hard labor. The Estes Stolos is where we store our mineral deposits, you see, and it is our job to field and fill the requests from our fellow researchers. But we're not equipped to process orders of that quantity, especially if the central circuit keeps sending up requisition papers at the same frenzied pace. We'll run out of stock before long, assuming our backs don't give out first. Anyway, you're not here to listen to me gripe. Take your wages and good work. Thanks. This guy is like you when you're like, work hard.
no?
The quest giver. He pretty much like says the same thing
I mean,
as you do. Like, work hard.
gotta work hard.
Potluck. Leo appears to be in a state of annoyed bewilderment. I'm terribly sorry to bother you, but may I ask a small favor? I just saw the gleaner I'd hire for a job, and he seemed awfully, well, jittery, I suppose is the word. And when I tried to ask him what the matter was, he met my eyes for a moment, then bolted out of the room. I should like to catalogue the items he was meant to bring and get them safely stored, but I refused to play this ridiculous game of curl and mouse. Would you mind tracking him down for me? The last I saw of him, he was dashing towards Pastor Podix. Sure. Well, at least people's names in this area are readable. Yesterday in Charlian was tough. Everyone had an incomprehensible name. Far Eastern pot. This live pot is clearly of Far Eastern origin. Gods and scholars, don't sneak up on me like that. Can I help you? Aw, scared him. My employer said you did hear. Well, he'll be pleased to know that I was able to purchase all his requested Far Eastern items of cultural significance. The pot here was one of them, but I was leery of simply handing it over. I think there's something alive inside. What? You tell me where this is. Yes? Oh god, someone is speaking to us through the pot. What? What if there's an Amazu inside? Like, the way he speaks, that sounds like it. There, you heard that, didn't you? I knew it wasn't my imagination. You seem a well-traveled sort. What sort of creature might we be dealing with here? Said Amazu, trust me, the sort you shouldn't keep trapped in pots. One which will feed the whole family. Oh gosh! I normally wouldn't say this because I'm a vegetarian, but I want to see what he says. Oh, very funny. You're one of those who like to make jests in a serious tone of voice. It was a jest, yes? Well, now that I'm here, I might as well make the most of my misfortune. See the sights, try the food, that sort of thing. Convey my pot to the nearest inn, if you please. Seeing as our guest is so eager to stay, the least I can do is sponsor his visit and help fill out the paperwork. Meanwhile, I would appreciate it if you could explain the situation to my employer. Oh wow. Now he has a Namazu to worry about. Take care of. Huh. That's gonna be fun for him. Did you catch up with the Gleaner? What did he have to say to him for himself? Are you telling me that Namazu are real? By the scholar, I thought the stories of such beings were just that, stories. Now we have the chance to speak with one in the flesh. We really must house this visitor here in the Archeon and record the conversations for posterity. Oh yes, here. You've been very helpful. Now, if you don't mind, I have preparations to make. And she just kicks me out, pretty much. Okay. Just gonna go to the bathroom. We'll be right back. Oh, my hair looks terrible when I don't wear my my earphones. Well, what I'm gonna try to do is I wanna switch to the actual earbuds. I think I might have a slightly easier time because I forgot how painful those headphones can actually be on when pressed on glasses, or well, glasses like the, what are they called? I don't know, like the plastic things
The
for,
frame.
yeah, like for a long time. So gonna use I'm gonna use these. I'm not hearing anything though. Have I like muted the game? No, I think we should be fine. Okay, is the game too quiet now? It shouldn't be. Can't hear anything though. Oh, okay, I actually can hear. It's just that Labyrinthos is not very loud. It's very soothing. But yeah, this is definitely much easier. Much better. Okay. Who is this guy? Barchin. I don't even know how to say his name. Ooh, it's like a whole new experience without them. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm sticking with this. Barchin eyes you with a calculating look. You have an air of dangerous competence, and you really are most certainly not Charlie. Yes, yes, you should do nicely. Excuse me? What, you may ask. As the overseer of wildlife in this sector, oh, I don't like the way this is going. I often find myself in need of new volunteers to help with the feeding. Oh, okay. I thought I was the wildlife. While I'm perfectly content to perform the task myself, it would be unwise to allow the carnivores to grow too accustomed to my scent, or that of any of my colleagues for that matter. Which is why I'm pleased to encounter fresh meat like you, if you'll excuse the phrase. So, what say you to a brief foray into the forest? You'll be provided with suitable recompense, of course. Do we want to do this? Wonderful. Here, take these hunks of raw flesh and just set them down at these locations. Hurry back as soon as you're done. Okay. I wonder if these quests were made for, like, with the purpose of you doing them after you've like unlocked flying. It would seem so because they have you walk around a lot. Charlan, however, is just ruthless. In Charlan, you walk all the way. You walk everywhere, and you walk a lot if you want to finish all the quests, especially by yourself, especially the puzzle. If you're doing the puzzle, you're gonna do a lot of walking. But the puzzle is so rewarding. Like when you figure it out. It's so good. Hi Izzy! How are you doing? Welcome back. What's up? Izzy, have you been doing the side quests? I don't know if that's something that you're into, but I've been loving them. I mean, I thought I was gonna I thought I was gonna do other things, but like the other day I started doing the side stories and I realized just how much of them were in there that I kind of missed out on, or felt like I missed out on during the MSQ. So now I'm just kind of reliving the expansion by talking to all these people again. Look at you, all finished with a distinct lack of bleeding and sobbing. This is why I prefer to employ mercenary types to feed our more aggressive specimens. Thank you for telling me that now. Fortunately, I can simply let the carnivores hunt down their own meals much of the time, but it's a closed habitat. If we don't intervene to fill bellies on occasion, the delicate equilibrium between predator and prey will all come crashing down. Thank you for helping to maintain that balance. It's like they teach you about the world so well. Not doing them, I don't know. Now it just feels like a missed opportunity to get like bits and pieces of the story that you don't do through the MSQ for sure. I don't know if I should be doing these. And I don't know. Oh, the agronomics. This is the plant place. Yeah, we should definitely do those too. Is this where the grapes are? Or, our where our strange grapes used to be. What did the grapes look like now? Do we get like the good grapes? Huh. No, the grapes still look. Those grapes still look very pointy and weird. But they used to be worse, right? Is that rain?
Yeah.
Do we have any windows open?
Yeah.
Okay, we should close them. Thank you. Like here, like as the windows are not how do I say it? As the windows are what's the word?
Slanted.
Slanted?
Slanted.
Slanted. Um, like as soon as it starts raining, like you can hear that soothing noise. But like if you have laundry out or windows open, it's not as soothing. Uh, One day I'll forget to mute myself. Amaniet seeks a brave soul for a dangerous task. If I'm not mistaken, you have the steely eyes of an adventurer, one who looks death in the eye and does not flinch. That's me.
The rock.
It just so happens that I require a sample of rare earth, but it can only be found in a location rife with vicious? Is this how you spell vicious? Vicious plants and God knows what else. I would give you a hefty sack of coin if you could retrieve it for me. If you are willing, pray make your way to Troglodyles Deep and gather for me 3 samples of brown mud. The darker the better, I say. I suggest sharpening your weapons beforehand, but I won't tell you how to do your job. But sharpening my sage, whatever the name of the weapon is? Like, I don't even know.
I forgot what it's called.
What?
I forgot what it's called.
I have no idea. I could probably read it, but that's how interested I was in Sage. Don't even know. How am I supposed to even get there? Can I fly up here? Yeah, this is definitely meant for the flyers. I mean, you can do it, I suppose, if you're not flying, but it would be annoying. I don't think we get to. Okay, so now we collect mud. They did say it's not mud. That's the name of the quest. Why are we collecting that? Is it? Oh, is it shit? Is it shit? Am I collecting shit?
What?
The quest name is It's Not Mud. And I'm collecting
ew.
stuff that's called brown mud.
Yes, sure.
Is
It's
this?
not mud.
It's shit. That's great. Of course, there's a shit quest. Okay. Well, that's amazing. That is all I ever wanted to do. Yes, this is definitely shit. Brown mud. Kind of looks like shit too. Yeah, they really made it obvious. Trolophiles deep. This cavern serves as a breeding ground for certain subterranean species deemed vital to ongoing research efforts, including a study into creating fertilizer, of course, from the subject's phosphorus-rich excrement. That's what we're collecting. Awesome. Troglofauna reproduction is, however, an inexact science, roughly resulting in an excessive number of cave-dwelling offspring splitting out into nearly habitats. So the Vista log tells us it is shit. That's wonderful. It is not mud for sure. Deliver the brown mud to Emmett. Yeah. This girl though, right? Come on. She should be doing these errands. She was not afraid of them. She was just disgusted. Are shit quests common in FF? And WoW, there's plenty. But I didn't know this trend exists here too. I guess people have a thing for shit. That's great. Do I even get a movie? You've returned. Am I surprised? No, no, of course not. I had the utmost faith in your abilities. Well, did you bring the samples? Excellent work. With this, I shall continue my research into techniques of the Nagshan, skilled fighters and farmers both. I recently acquired texts from their homeland that go into some detail about their agriculture. Did you know they mix bad droppings into the soil to make it more fertile? Quite ingenious. The land they live in is quite temperate, and it is writ that after 100 summers the droppings solidify into something resembling stone, further concentrating the nutrients contained within. Great. Of course, the sample you provided me today are far too ripe to be of much use on their own. So it's fresh shit. Amazing. However, what is the purpose of research if not to free us from the bounds of the natural world? Was that? Of course, I'm sure I said the droppings resemble mud, didn't I? Regardless, if I'm to speed up the ripening process, creating in days what takes nature centuries to accomplish. If I succeed, farmers across the realm will rejoice, and we will have you to thank for it. You bet. You bet you will. Alright, let's do more farm quests. These are fun. I remember this guy. I just don't remember what his quest was, but I do remember that outfit. How can you forget? Parbilois is in search of someone skilled with a weapon. Not mushroom for error. Oh, that's cute. Madam, I seem to be in a bit of a bind, and I was wondering if you might lend your aid to remedy the plight of a struggling student. Oh, of course, introductions. I'm Parbilois from the Studium, where my research involves the finer points of bacteria and fungi. I'm here to harvest mushrooms from Labyrinthos for my experiments, but I'm afraid I may be in over my head. You see, the mushrooms are located in a 33rd facet, but that shaft is positively swarming with things I can scarce stand to look at, let alone face them in combat. It isn't uncommon for members of the studium to request help for the more martially inclined, and so here I am before you. Will you procure the mushrooms for me? I will be forever in your debt. Oh, thank you, good madam. Well, then the sample number for my plot is 316. The mushrooms stand out among the others with red caps in a distinctive triangle shape. Just in case, however, I do have this illustration. I understand all too well the impulse to become lost gazing at the fungi. Perhaps this will help you keep track. If you find the sheer variety of mushrooms to be overwhelming, then simply consult the picture and it should put you back on track. Wait, what? Actually get a picture? Oh, this appears to be an illustration of sample 316. Find the matching mushrooms within the vast 33rd facet. Oh. Oh, okay. So basically there's like a bunch of mushrooms and I'm supposed to pick the right ones? Wow, mushroom picking. Is that what we're doing today? If someone had told me what I'd be doing in Final Fantasy on this wonderful day, would I have believed them? Probably not. No, just kidding. There's no end to this. This one is called Blue Mushroom. We're not going to touch that one. Obviously, it's not red. Black Mushroom. No. Definitely not it. What is this? This is a red mushroom. Okay. Well, why did they say which mushrooms they are? This one kind of looks like the picture. These mushrooms match the illustration in your hands. Your long search is over. And that was very long. Very long indeed. Teleporting here and flying straight kind of makes more sense than coming out of the cave for some reason. Only because of the loading time. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth it. But what's wonderful, when you teleport in FF, you stay mounted. Like, for example, in WoW, that's like when you Hearthstone, like as in teleport, that's not That's not a thing. But well, I can see by the dirt on your boots that you did some manner of digging. Were you able to find my sample? The farm quest, oh gosh. Ah, yes, these match my illustrations exactly. Think the 12 that the brave of heart still walk this realm. Do you have an interest in fungi yourself? These were developed from the spores of the elf stool. What? Elf stool, which can only be found in our vale. A rare mushroom, but these are superior in every way. For one, they are much less inclined to kill you, a vast improvement by any measure of the word. Of course, I've had my failures, but the less said about those, the better. Oh my god. What matters is now, at the Revolution, sample 316 is sure to be Harold. So what, he sent other people to run the same errand and they died? I think that's what he's trying to tell us. Okay, two more farm quests. What does this guy have? This one has. Is this wheat? I guess? Are we gonna have a grape quest? It would be so weird if we don't get a grape quest. Young Perret requires a sturdy bag to assist him. Might you have some time to spare for an old research at last? Physical labor doesn't come to me as easily as it once did, and I'm in search of someone a bit more spry to assist me. The task is a simple one, rest assured. You need only plant these experimental seeds in the nearby fields. You would be compensated for your troubles, of course. No special skills are required of you. If you've planted one seed, you've planted most of them. Well then, I look forward to seeing what you can do. That's it. I mean, like, the tasks that you do, they're so easy, but then when you come back, they give you, like, the super comprehensive lore explanation of like why you're doing what you're doing. It was so nice. I did like the Charlatan ones more, but I think that's because I like the Charlatan story, as in like the environment of the city, a little bit more. And I think it's pretty much going to be the same with like the rest of the zones. Like when we do them, like the better zones are going to have the better side quests. Slightly flushed, are you? Good. I take it that means you've planted the seeds. You have my thanks, and if all goes to plan, the realms as well. You see, my research involves the production of nutrient-rich plants that can be harvested in greater numbers than any we have seen thus far. However, even the most extraordinary crop is useless if they cannot be planted and raised by the common woman. I've long made these of use of priority when I develop new seeds, asking everyone from experienced researchers to eager children to plant them in the earth and then compare the results. But of course, I'm sure you've had more than enough long-winded explanations over your journeys to last a lifetime. Take this reward for your contribution and take satisfaction in a job well done. Thank you. And he gives me a necklace too. I didn't expect that from a fellow farmer. We'll see what kind of necklace we get. This is a healing necklace. This can probably be sold for a bunch of money. Healing gear is actually quite expensive on the market board. It's not pretty, but it sells for like a lot. Like these pieces are like 20k a piece at the market board. Like the gear that you get from the side quests. What do we get? Oh, we get sheep. What is this? Oh, this is a crafting regent thing. Ruba Epicon has worked for a swift pair of legs. Greetings. You seem eager to give a small portion of your time up in the name of progress. All I require is help with a simple delivery, and rest assured you will receive a just recompense. Recompense, I don't know. I've been expecting someone from the dairy farm to come pick up this batch of fruit, but I've seen neither hide nor hair of them. I deliver it myself, but my duties have prevented me from stepping even an ilm from these crates. The fruit is liable to rot if not stored properly, so if it isn't too much trouble, please make haste to meet Tanto and deliver them to my colleague there. Okay. Where is that? Ooh, that is far away. But no wonder she can't go. I noticed that my posture is horrible when I'm sick. Like the way I sit while streaming is like, ugh, should be sitting better. No wonder I'm in pain after the stream. Like I should watch my footage and be like, eee. Maybe that'll remind me. Here? Here. Oh, hello. Was there something you needed? Oh, what specimens, so plump and pregnant. You said you came all the way from Mariel Agronomics. Thank you for making the trek. It would have been a shame to see days go to waste. Sometimes the cattle here are so temperamental that I quite forget my other obligations. Ruba must be cross with me. This isn't the first time I've accidentally shirked my appointments with him. I must give him something by way of apology. Perhaps his golden cheese will do the trick. As you well know, we as Mutato pride ourselves on research into the various methods of animal husbandry and fermentation used throughout the realm. This cheese is our latest masterpiece. It came about in no small part thanks to the fruit you just delivered. We feed it to our cattle, and it is the main contributor to the cheese's heavenly fragrance. If it's not too much trouble, could you deliver this meal to Ruba? Well, that worked out for him. I'd be fine with this guy being late if I get cheese in return. I actually managed to clear out this whole part. When I saw how many quests there are in Labyrinthos, I was like, ooh, this might take like a week. But they're pretty fast. The leveling is not the fastest ever, but it's like I can't really complain. It's okay, considering these are just the side quests. No fruit, I see. I trust you delivered it without incident. You didn't eat it, did you? No, I didn't. This is golden cheese. The legends say only the masters of Orlit knew the secret of its creation. I never thought I'd lay my eyes on a single slice, let alone a whole meal. If I receive one of these each time Sibyllane forgets her obligations, then yeah, exactly. She can be as absent-minded as she pleases. What does it taste like, I wonder? Will it live up to the tall tales? Oh, my apologies. I do tend to get carried away when it comes to cheese. Any road, thank you for your assistance, and take this for your time. I would share the cheese with you, but yeah, but he's too greedy. Apparently, we get no cheese, but we get. What do we get? Reunion cheese ingredient. What? Okay. Crafting mats? That's an odd thing to get from a quest. Yeah, these are definitely starting to bother me now that I have a part of the map cleared already. Oh, it's like when you start with the side quests, you can hardly stop. Like you just want them gone from your map. Do I? Okay, do we start here and like move towards the middle? I don't think it matters too much. This is like the biggest section of quests that we have, and there's only a couple of them here. But I think I'm gonna go to the middle because that is probably where the beginning of the story happened. Anyways, I'm not sure if it matters actually. I think it's probably one of the same. But distressed chef. What happened here? What story was this? Oh, we got a bracelet. Cool. A consternated chef despairs at her present predicament. Oh, she does not sound happy. Heavens forfend, to think this would happen in my kitchen. The nerve. Oh, you there. Yes, you. You've the look of a woman who knows what she's about, and I'm in desperate need of one such as you. What happened to her? I picked myself a bushel of Mariel Agronomics apples, but wouldn't you know, some nasty mandragora swiped those red beauties from under my nose. Not sure how they got in there in the first place, but that's besides the point. I could well try to steal them back myself, but goodness knows how many hours it'd be before I stumbled upon that blasted bandit. I'm only one woman. I can't cover all that ground by myself. So be a friend and help me get my apples back, would you? Just knew you'd oblige me. Now then, let's talk strategy. I'll scour the area just south of here so we take them north. Deal? Mandragoras bury themselves in the dirt to hide. So if you see one of their bulbous heads poking out of the soil, hit them with one of those malodorous bombs. They'll be so surprised to get a face full of stink, they'll leap out and leave behind my apples. The thief will probably take off running, but let them go. I just want my pilfered fruit returned. Besides, Mandragora carcass isn't on the menu tonight. Right then, I'll leave you to your search. Happy hunting. Okay, so we get to bomb Mandragoras today. That's a lovely task. Why is there a chef? Why is there a chef here? What was the story of this place? I was wondering if I could fly through this. Peculiar vegetable. Is this like a ground? Yeah, okay. Ha! What is this? Oh, they're so cute! It's like cursing me in an unknown language. The quizzical queen up and flees in a flustered state, leaving behind apples. It would appear that this Navish Mandragora was behind the fruit napping. Huh! Oversized apple. They are oversized. Wow. They're pretty big. That's it? We're done? I guess we guessed right. Like, even the fetch quest I don't mind. That's so strange. What has this game done to me? There you are. I've come up empty-handed. Sad as that is to admit. How did you fare? Were you able to recover the apples? Ah, now I crave red apples. Come on. You were. Oh my, I can't thank you enough. Goodness me. Now that I have a proper look at them, they're rather enormous, aren't they? Funny how I didn't see that before. Labyrinthos, as you surely noticed, is entirely man-made, and our continued prosperity is thanks in part to the elemental reactor and the false sun. Though, truth be told, those two things are likely to blame for our oversized fruit. Word is there's research afoot to see if the above ground orchids could produce something of similar size as well. Given what little we know, though, I'm sure that day is quite a long way off. Oh, begging your pardon. Here I am talking your ear off, and I'm sure you've better things to be getting on with. Not really. Heavens no, I certainly do. Apple pies don't make themselves now, do they? Thank you again for your help. I want to see what we get. Like, the rewards are just a nice bonus, but when you get something more than gold, I don't know, it just somehow makes you happy, doesn't it? The bracelet, right? Oh, that's actually kind of a cool bracelet. Wow. I'm gonna be tempted to not sell this one. You can't dye it, but it is cool. It is pretty nice. I mean, the level is not satisfying by any means, but herbicidal tendencies. Charman's eyes have a faraway look about them, as if he's thinking great thoughts. Herbicidal tendencies. That's a name for a quest. What luck! You're just the gallant sort I was in search of. You see, I've whipped up an experimental new tincture, one that brings low a certain type of fiend. I'd hoped a brave adventure might test its efficacy for me in the field. And since you're here, perhaps you could fill that role. Good. Now then, about the solution of mine. With the help of some gleaners, I've crafted a concoction that can incinerate even the hardest of seed canes casings, allowing one to make quick work of the beasts. Or so my hypothesis goes anyway. Alas, my genius remains untested and thus unproven, which is where you come in. One so well versed in the ways of war should have no trouble at all verifying the tincture's efficacy, I should think. Based on the information I have ascertained, an oversized Bacadan can be found wandering about to the west of Logisticon Beta. Douse that sadistic seed can in my newest nostrum and bash it into a bloody pulp for me, would you? Wow. Wow. That is, that's quite violent. Also quite far away. These stories, like when they're all put together for like a certain region, they're really worth it. Because even when you finish the MSQ, even after some time, you might forget like details about the zone and such. But when you come back, they do remind you that this is where you left off on a certain part of the MSQ, which is kind of rewarding, even after months and months of like not questing. Oh, well, he's scary actually. Definitely scary. But it's gonna take ages for me to kill it. Can I kill it? Why is it taking so long? I should have. Oh, I forgot about the tincture. I actually have forgotten about it. That's why he was so strong. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So he has, okay, max, okay, reduced damage and HP. That's more like it. It's like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, I already forgot what was in a quest. I like all tabbed from the game for a second and still tried to beat the tree, but nothing was happening. It was bad. I should just be porting here. So many quests at the hamlet. But in the end, this is where we went to go to the moon, right? Why not a scratch on you? I take this to mean my serum did its job then. Well, certainly did. Didn't bother using it. No, we definitely did use it. Is that so? Goodness, my genius is rather startling, isn't it? That was the tincture most hastily thrown together. Nary a thought was put into it. At any rate, I thank you for services rendered. Here for your troubles, but I must return to my pondering. These theories of mine won't hypothesize themselves. That was worth it. We got to kill a massive tree. I talked to this guy already? Well, no quests anyway. These also have weird names. I take it back. I at the beginning of the stream, I thought this part of Labyrinthos is gonna be easier for their names to read, but like so many Rogadins with like their weird ass names, not really. Swellizame, I guess, has a favor to ask. If you're a fan. What? It's me, isn't it? I was about to head to Coco's Forge to drop something off, but I think you'd be more welcome than I. As it turns out, the recipient is something of an admirer of yours. I'm sure she'll be thrilled to have you make the delivery. What? Thank you. Here's the package, all set to be delivered to Son Didi. What? Who is that? That is our fan? What? We have a fan? I love the way this cat flies. Like the way it wiggles its feet. It's adorable. But who is our fan?
Graha.
No. Well, yes, but this is also a Mikote, so you weren't that far off. Hello, it's you, the one and only me. Am I dreaming? Oh gosh, who are you? Delivery for me. But why would someone as famous and important as you be delivering my package? Oh, now I'm just being rude. I must thank you properly. If only I had known you'd be coming, I could have prepared something for you. Silly me, there's something for you right here. This package contains a bottle of golden syrup. It's yours if you want it. It's an alchemical medicine to rejuvenate a wearied body. You must eat something like that after running around and saving the entire world. I won't hear no for an answer, so drink it down. You deserve it far more than I do. Is she actually gonna make us drink? Drink the golden syrup near. Is this like. What would this golden syrup be? What's she gonna make us drink? The medicine is much sweeter than you were expecting. It's delicious, the taste is a bit much. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of sweet, so it is medicine after all. Regardless of the flavor, I hope it does your body some good. That reminds me, I had your comrade Raha try some as well. He seemed to quite enjoy it. Said it was like drinking sweet ambrosia. I couldn't help but wonder what sort of medicine he had been forced to drink before. Anyway, I'm afraid that's all I have to offer you. I swear, if Swellisame doesn't compensate you properly, I just might. Well, never mind. Please take proper care of yourself out there. So you deliver her a package, and she, in turn, gifts you with like medicine that she's made. That's great. Wow, for a moment there, my map looked like it was clear of the quests. That is so strange. Where are my quests? Oh, there they are. I was like, is this what my map is gonna look like when they're all gone? It was a bug, thankfully. There is more. I'll finish then. She works herself too hard, that's so needy. The medicine I sent should be good for her. Now that I look at you, you don't look too well yourself. Are you feeling alright? Oh, what did we drink? What? She gave the syrup to you. Well, if that cheered her up, I suppose that's as good as any medicine. In any case, here's a little something as thanks for your help. Oh. We're never gonna find out what we had. We're never gonna find out. Experienced researcher. To care enough to send the very best. A vexed researcher in Charlotte Hamlet wishes there were more hours in the day. Yeah, me too. Oh my, a conundrum indeed. What am I to do? Something the matter? Tell me what's wrong. Well, aren't you a kind soul to take an interest in a stranger's woes? It's my son, you see. He's a gleaner stationed in the Near East, and he's recently returned to deliver his procurements. I just received word from him a moment ago, asking me to meet him in the Archaea. Perhaps he has some sort of gift for me. Is that not thoughtful? In a stroke of ill luck, however, something urgent has come up, which I'm obliged to attend to. By the time I'm done with my business, I've little doubt my darling boy will, uh, already be gone, or off on his next assignment to who knows where. So you see why I'm in a pickle, surely. As much as I want to, I can't claim the gift myself. but perhaps you could in my stead if you have time on your hands, that is. That's very sad. You do? I thank you. I will return as soon as I'm able, so let us meet here once you have taken your seat with the present. What? Like, why wouldn't he go and see his kid? I mean, guess I understand the importance of his work, but still. It kinda sucks, doesn't it? Let me see this Gleaner. Aw, he's waiting for his daddy. Hold a moment. I know you. Yes, you're V, the famous adventurer, are you not? To what do I owe the honor? No. Oh, my mother. Oh, mother. Okay, not father. Is busy, you say. That is the most disheartening to hear. I wanted to tell her in person that she is now. Oh, that she is now a grandmother newly made. My wife has born us a healthy baby. Oh, come on. I'd written to share news that we were expecting, but not that she had given birth. I had hoped to see the look on my mother's face when I told her of the happy event. Oh, Jesus, and she went off to, like, do her work. Oh, that is actually so heartbreaking. It's quite alright. No, honestly, it is. She works tirelessly for the good of all. I can hardly blame her for being unable to come running at a moment's notice. It makes me proud, in fact, to think she's so important she cannot even spare a moment to see me. Oh god. That is so depressing. That even he's in the mindset that he understands that. Hopefully she can spare a moment for this, though. Will you give this portrait to her? It's of me, my wife, and our newborn, her grandchild. Now then, I must be off. There's work to be done, and I'm sure my mother would be proud to know her son is following in her hard-working footsteps. Hopefully not. Like, he's just had his newborn baby and he's leaving? Probably because that's what he kind of learned from her. Like, the behavior that he's had to deal with since he was a kid. That is so sad. That is actually so depressing. Oh, come on. So he's just like his mom leaving his newborn baby and his wife to go off and do work. That's great. I'm sure she won't be as proud when she realizes. What fortuitous timing! I've only just arrived myself, so what news for my son? What was it that he was so eager to give me? Is this? Oh goodness, it is, isn't it? It's a portrait of his family and it includes my grandchild. Oh, how cherubic and darling. There's no baby more beautiful in all the world. And you and yours have given this little bundle of joy a chance to grow up happy and hale. Perhaps I'll go see their family once my research has slowed a bit. That would be nice, would it not? You made me happier than you could possibly know. Thank you, truly. It isn't much, I can't do but here. Something for your pains. Wow, she clearly doesn't get it, does she? Wow. So disappointing. She does not get it. Elemental reactor operator. The case of the missing Gleaner. The reactor operator is wearing a most impatient look. Excuse me, but can I trouble you for a moment? I'm looking for someone, you see, and I was hoping you might help. I was due to receive a pair of bees captured inside Mokian's arboretum, but the Gleaner who's meant to make the delivery has yet to appear, and I've grown rather tired of waiting. I tried reaching him via link pearl, but to no avail. I'm tempted to go out and search for him myself, but what if he arrives and I'm not here? So would you be willing to find said Gleaner for me? Thank you. He ought to be relatively easy to spot, I should think, considering he's traveling with two mud-covered seedkin. Search west of here first. I'll check around here just to make sure he's not rounding the corner of some such. Should you find him before I do, hurry back here. Oh wow. Like that last quest though was oof. That was painful. Okay, where to? It should be around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're so cute. They are. How's he? How's he even managing this? Thank goodness you're here. My master caught me by surprise, gave me a nasty shock. But what are you doing all the way out here? Of course. I suppose all this waiting would make anyone rather nervous. I'll give my apologies to the operator when I deliver these specimens. As for the specimens themselves, well, let's just say I'm rather surprised they're still in one piece despite being bathed in lightning. Their Earth alignment probably saved them, come to think of it. Oh god. Oh, how they're like fried. At any rate, thank you, kind stranger. Doubt I'd still be among the living if not for your aid. Right then, I better get going. I want to keep the operator waiting any longer than he already has. Ouch. Okay, they made it. Here you are. I was wondering when I would see you again. The Gleaner told me everything that happened, how you got him out of a tight spot. He seems to have escaped largely unscathed, but the Kurgans are giving him a thorough inspection just in case. You may not know this, but they're actually a variety of cockapur, only these happen to be smeared in a unique type of mud originating from the Arboretum. Judging by the look on your face, you already know this species, don't you? Yeah, something tells me you're already quite intimate with the Arboretum. Isn't it just a wonderful place? You must be wondering why I require these muddy little things. Well, I had a theory that their Earth alignment might prove to be of use in the amplification of said element. I had not expected such an unfortunate accident would come out of my curiosity, though. Oh, so basically they got grounded because of the lightning. I see. Oh, well, we're none of us worse for wear, so perhaps not that unfortunate. The cleaner's still alive and kicking, and the samples made us safely here. Well, thanks to you, of course. So all's well that ends well. Alright. That was an okay one. Studium researcher. Oh. Oh. Oh, they have one too. Should you choose to undertake this quest, you will receive no guidance from the journal or the duty list. You will need to read the text carefully and decipher the clues.
Oh, there's one there too?
Yes. To determine your next course of action. Yamato, hi and welcome to the chat. What's up? Oh, you are in for a treat.
Yeah.
What? They only offer like money and experience. There's not even a what?
No present?
No, the studium researchers looks in need of assistance. Oh, this is gonna be cool though. Excuse me, you there. You look capable. Could you find a missing carbuncle for me? Ordinarily, a carbuncle would never be without an arcanist, but this one was found alone, roaming the wilds of Alanoskia, and so I had it sent here for research purposes. I swear I took my eye off of it for barely even a moment, and it's scampered off somewhere outside the hamlet. Seeing as it's far too dangerous out there for someone of my disposition, I was hoping you could look for it in my stead. Oh ho ho. You have my thanks. I don't think I could have made it out of the central circuit, but that still leaves a wide area to search. This guiding crystal should make the job a bit easier. It will react when the carbuncle is near, glowing more brightly the closer you are to your quarry. Once you've secured the entity, please bring it back here to me. I wish you fortune in your hunt. Destination, user guiding. Oh, okay, so it's not that bad. What? No, I mean, it's like you get a crystal, and like you're supposed to, what, use it? And then it Crystal remains inert. Okay, so basically you go like to different locations and you like you use the crystal to try and find the Carnbuckle. Well, this kind of looks like the kind of quest that I'll need to brute force a little. Because they're literally making you search every corner. I'm not sure if that's the way to do it, but maybe I should have gone to like the city first. I mean, if I don't see the Carnbuckle, how would I even like do I really need? Oh, I can. Awesome! I don't have to dismount when using the crystal. I thought I had to. Can I like bind this somewhere? Maybe I can have it like bound on a button. I should do that. There's still I'll have it here. Yeah. Like when you do this quest, it's good to have it bound. I don't know if the Carnbuckle will only appear when you use the crystal, like in the right location, or if it's already somewhere. Oh, is this gonna be frustrating? Like yesterday? Charlene had a puzzle too, but that puzzle was quite something. It was a good quest though. One of the best ones I've ever done. So I'm not sure where to go. I can like poke around, and I'm not sure what the range of this is. I'm like going around like the outskirts first. Maybe I should look in the city. I don't know. What is the range? Okay, this crystal twinkles only faintly. Where could that Carnbuckle be? Okay, so we're getting closer. How about now? So we're somewhere around in the area, but not too close at all. It says it twinkles only faintly, but I don't know what direction to move in. That was exciting to get a different text though. Wherever could it be? I think I'm moving in a wrong direction though, because the message is not changing itself. Okay, no, I definitely moved in the wrong direction. Okay, that is definitely the way. So for as long as it's the same message, we're good. There's someone fighting there. Is that like a duty? That's probably a duty. I have nothing to do here. The crystal glimmers warmly. The Carnbuckle isn't here, but you may be on the right track. Okay. So we'll find it soon. Okay, we're doing good. This wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Still haven't found it though. There's a lot of Carbuckle quests I'm noticing. No, it's like we're getting the hot, but he is not here. Not here just yet. Or is it an it? I guess it's an it. I wonder if we're moving in the wrong direction. Like maybe we're straying too far away from where we're supposed to be. That's a huge range for the crystal to be like glowing warmly. No, I think I moved away from it too much. Where? It's like when they say warm, there's like a big area to cover. It's incredible, really. Okay, so there's a huge zone where the crystal glimmers warmly. Can we enter here? Not really. But I'm not sure how to proceed from there. I guess we'll try to stay away from all these inner areas because it clearly isn't there. Oh, the crystal shines brilliantly. The crown buckle must be nearby. That is great to hear. That is great to hear indeed. What do they mean by nearby, though? Not very specific at all. And how close do you have to be to like pick it up? Or am I just gonna see it? Hope I do see it. No? Huh? What? The board?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's convenient. Oh. Not in the right spot. It's no longer shining brilliantly. Where is it? Okay, it must be somewhere around there. Because the whole time we were there, the crystal was shining brilliantly. And we were apparently on the right track. So it's somewhere in this zone. I'm trying to like look next to the bushes. I wonder if I should actually be searching for a crime buckle to see. But I'm not sure if it'll be seen or if it'll only show itself when I use the crystal. Not sure how to find it. No, it's not here. The zone? Okay, the zone. I noticed that the hot zone is kind of narrowing, but it's a very confusing circle that it's making. Shadowbringers ending. Are we talking Shadowbringers 5.0 or are we talking Shadowbringers 5.3? I mean, 5.3 just completely destroyed me. I mean, I didn't back then when I was doing the Shadowbringers story. I don't think I fully appreciated the story of the Asians and how it all turned out to be. I think that came later during, like, I don't know, video editing and discussing the story and whatnot. But I was able to grasp like everything that's been going on within the world, and like the ending was just, it was just just a huge roller coaster of feelings that I actually recall. I don't think I'll ever forget that day. It was Halloween when I did my 5.3 Shadowbringers, and I know what I was wearing. I know what food I was eating. Like, it's just like the memory of doing these quests is so vivid that like it's just kind of embedded into my mind. I I didn't expect the amount of feelings that I would have for Emmett as a character. That's when I first realized that he's going to definitely become one of my most favorite characters. That's when I knew, without a doubt, that Raha is irreplaceable in the story. And the only thing that I really regret when it comes to my Shadowbringers experience is that I didn't pay a lot of attention during Crystal Tower, like when I was doing it the first time, when I was doing the quest. I wish I had paid more attention to that. Feel the same way, but I'm wondering where the story will go now since the original story is over, I think. I mean, like you could say that the well, original story being over is kind of a. I know what you're trying to say, but at the same time, I think for now, I'm just going to mentally chill and not worry too much about like what they're gonna put in front of us, because I realize that now that the story is over, they're gonna need some time to develop a new emotional connection to the new type of story, or a new quest line or whatever. They do have the capacity to do it very quickly, like to get you to fall in love with characters very very quickly. But I don't expect that. I think I just like, in my opinion, I'd like to give them time to do it properly. So I think until the next expansion, I think I'm not gonna worry too much about like whether or not we're gonna have like these epic moments and whatnot. For now, I'm pretty sure that what we had in the 6.0 is enough to like feed me through the lore cravings. I do wonder though. I don't know where you're at in the story. Have you finished 6.1? I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm wondering how much I can say. So the card buckle is supposed to be here somewhere, but I really don't understand where it is. It's on this side somewhere, but I am clueless as to where to search for it. It's like there's a, yeah. Some people say that when it comes to like the 6.3, that it won't be like the point 0.3 patches that we've had before. That it will not be like the climax of the story. That what we had in 6.0 was basically the ending of it. So I'm not sure what to expect. I didn't obviously hear that directly from Yoshi P, so how can we know? But I'm just saying, like, even if there's no such thing as like a big 6.3 ending, I'll still be pretty happy. And I can't find this kind buckle. I thought this was gonna be easier. Oh my god, he was here the whole time. Like, I should have just looked for it. I thought I needed to proc the crystal to make sure that he's here. What world are you on? Carbuncle peers at you anxiously, not letting his guard down. Aww. I thought it wasn't gonna like even show up until I used the crystal in this vicinity. Perhaps it would let it pick you up if you soothe it first. Okay. Soothe. I want to see it. Aww. Aww. Turnbuckle visibly calms, allowing you to cradle it in your arms. All primal, I see. Yeah, definitely not a neighbor. I'm kind of at a similar stage. We don't have like a set savage group ready and set yet. Admittedly, I haven't been able to commit to savage fully. Well, fully, not at all. In Endwalker, I moved and had a bunch of IRL things that have been affecting my streaming time, my playtime, and everything. So now I'm just kind of getting ready to get back into that content, but I'm also fighting my completionist nature, which is well, you can probably tell. I mean, I work tirelessly on like just like pretty much doing everything there is within the game, and not just like the what people would consider the end game content, and I'm pretty happy with that. So I think my nature is too distracting or distracted for a seriously committed savage player, because I'd much rather go and like do a lore quest or do something, something that kind of, I don't know, makes me feel good at the moment, and not go prog on bosses, which is probably a fatal flaw for me. But what can you do? Do you find a car buckle? Can I have it? Probably not.
It's me a summoner.
No, I just want this one. Aww. Oh, he's so cute. Thank goodness, or rather, thank you. As I said, they found the poor thing alone in the countryside, wandering the mountains of northern Lenoskia, I believe. It should have vanished as soon as its master dismissed it, although it's possible the command was never given. Is it possible that this is the carbuncle that escaped Sataru when she went to Lenoskia to do to like try and become something? You know, like how she went to the, I think that was the guild, like when she was trying to become, what was that, like a, I don't know, black mage or a summoner or whatever, and like we were spying on her. Like that was like at the end of Realm Reborn.
I don't remember that. That's about me.
Do you remember?
No.
You don't remember like when we saw her?
Realm Reborn is like more than 5 years ago for me.
Yeah, but like there was that one quest, like when we encountered her at the beach and we talked to her, and then she went into like she was like in the water or whatever, and like she gave us like some sort of like devilish look or whatever, and then I had this wild conspiracy theory that she's gonna doom us at the end of Realm Reborn. Like I thought she was like the main bad guy, but I remember when she was trying to, when she was like when she went off and like tried to find herself. I think the story kind of went like that. She was going, I think that was what's it called? The Thaumaturges or not? No, yeah, is that the guild? No, that isn't the guild. For summoners, what's it called? No,
Arcanist.
Arcanist, that thing. Like she went there and she spent some time there, and then they
That's
like the mentor told us how non-talented she was for like all these things, and then we went to search for her, and then she went off to like fight some creature or whatever, and I remember her like
MSQ. Oh wow.
That was MSQ. Like we were like spying on her, and she was like trying to battle a creature or whatever, and then we kind of helped her, but like we never found out what happened.
Was this before the Looking Glass?
What?
Was this before the Looking Glass?
What's the Looking Glass?
The one that happens with Nanimo.
With what?
What happens with Nanimo? Before that or after that?
I don't know. I can't tell. I know we were in Lenoskia, and I know we were. What? Yeah, whatever. I don't care how it's pronounced. I'm pronouncing it the right way, and everyone else is pronouncing it that way too. Um, maybe we should research that.
I don't recall that.
I'm gonna research. Yeah, you've played the game too long. Okay, maybe we find out. As I said, they found a poor thing along the countryside, wandering the mountains of northern Lonoski, I believe. It should have vanished as soon as its master dismissed it, although it's possible the command was never given. In which case, it should theoretically persist until the ether that forms it is consumed, but for that, reserved to last long enough for the entity to grow wild. An immensely talented arcanist must have summoned it. What I wouldn't give to meet someone that powerful. Researching this little creature should net me some fascinating data indeed. Thank you again for retrieving it for me. They wouldn't give us this quest for no reason. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm for sure gonna look it up. Maybe people on Reddit have commented on it. Wayward.
Is it off now?
Carnbuckle. No, I don't think so. Okay, there's a... Okay, well there is a theory. People are theorizing about Tataru's Carnbuckle. I think I remember that quest. Since Arcanists summon their power of math, and it is the one thing Tataru is great at, is math, she's probably the most powerful Arcanist in existence. I don't know how, I don't know how it's called, like that quest with her Carnbuckle. There's a cutscene. I know that there is a cutscene, and I've seen the cutscene. I've seen the cutscene with Tataru's Carnbuckle escaping. I remember that. That was in the MSQ. That was definitely in the MSQ. But you haven't been watching when I was doing Realm Reborn, right? It's not the Great Ruby Carnbuckle that Alfino had a long time ago. He had a Great Ruby Carnbuckle?
Oh,
what?
I'm watching it now, yeah.
Have you found the cutscene? What's the quest called?
Arcanist Tataru?
Yeah, that's the one. And I think her Carnbuckle actually escaped. I think that was the loose end.
Ran away.
that they tied.
Yeah.
Wow. That is crazy. How they tied it in a silly little quest, right?
Right? You did just run away.
Yeah, I just left. I remember that.
What the?
Well, you don't remember that?
No.
What?
Such an obscure time, long time ago.
I vividly remember that little creature just like up and running away. Like I thought that was.
I was rushing past to get to because I was late, right? I didn't start the game until like until Heaven's Word. So I was really rushing after like the Praetorium and all that. I was really rushing past that just to get to Heaven's Word to catch up with my friends. I see. So I did miss a lot of the. This
is such a cool such a cool way that they tied it. I love it.
That's crazy. That's yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
She was trying to fight those jellies.
Yeah, and then you come in and save her, yeah. and then you never see that Carnbuckle again because she doesn't dismiss it. It's insane. So apparently she is super powerful. Yeah. Alright, so we have the next one. Take a look, it's in a book. Rather determined bibliothexics help with an issue of scholastic nature. You there, adventurer, you've the carriage of a woman upon whose time I might prevail. Those books there, you see them, yes. I will have you bear them to one of the students of Balthasion for me. Can't you carry them yourself? Yeah, exactly, that's what we were gonna ask him. Between leveling every class, trying to get glamour stuff so I can look really nice. That's the same thing I'm doing, and I also have this nasty habit of collecting like cool glam pieces for the jobs that I haven't leveled yet. So I kind of stored those glams and just kind of motivate myself to level those jobs upon getting something cool as a glam piece. So I totally understand that. That would be ideal for all parties involved, wouldn't it? Alas, my political leanings prevent me from that most obvious solution. I'm a member of the Bibliotheques, which I think should be explanation enough. I and my colleagues have sworn to bear silent witness to the affairs of our world, recording all which comes to pass. The students of Balthasion, on the other hand, take a much more active approach in the affairs of our world. Needless to say, things between us are tense. It would spell trouble were I to be found delivering these tomes myself. My colleagues may well bar me from the archives entire, a punishment worse than death. Thus I seek aid from one who can pass unnoticed, you. Right then, have a care and bring these to my Balthasium co-conspirator. You'll find her in Logisticon Alpha. And tell her it's a gift from a friendly researcher in Charlie and Hamlet, will you? Sure. You'll have to, like, carry it. My foot? Deliver before your arms give out. 200 seconds. Should you fail, return. Okay, hopefully they don't give out. Where to? It's funny how they describe the quest. You deliver the books before your arms give out. uh, I love these. Oh, this little quest actually really cheered me up, how they tied up that story.
Right.
So satisfying, yeah. Crazy. Ah. Oh, I should have went where the door was. Can I still make it there? Oh, am I gonna fail? I might fail this. I have 2 minutes. I am not gonna make it. Can I sprint? I don't think they're gonna let me sprint. Are my arms giving out yet? Oh, we are in the Logisticon, whatever. I'm not sure if we're on the right track. We got 2 minutes. We gonna make it? 1 minute. Oh god, this is stressful. Hurry up! Sorry. Didn't have time to mute myself. My word, look at all of this. Each book more valuable than the last. How in the world did you come by them? Given to you by a researcher in Charlie and Hamlet, you say. I meant as a gift for me. My mysterious benefactor is gracious indeed. It's a comfort to know that at least one person out there values our effort in an ever-changing world. Do give my thanks to these charitable researchers next time you see them. Awesome. So that brings me to the conclusion that Totaro can actually create buckles at will and spawn them across Eorzea. Just like populate the land with loose buckles. That'd be pretty crazy. Next expansion revealed, buckle invasion. Maybe that's the Totaro's great endeavor going to be like. Have you returned? And without the books which you departed. I assumed that to mean that they were delivered to the right hands. Thank you. As I mentioned before, we bibliotheques keep to the wings of history's stage and take a fierce stance against any sort of involvement. We have a sworn duty to observe all which transpires, and even as the world unravels before our very eyes. So dedicated are we to our goal, there is no realm in which we are not present. I too was once stationed abroad, in the Far East actually. It is where I caught wind of the students of Baldesion, learned how they had become a symbol of hope for those fearing the final days. Savastra tells us that knowledge is a gift, and one that cannot be bestowed upon just anyone. It's also, it only, um, it is only the worthy who wield the strength it provides. And I believe the students of Baldesion were the. If there's any justice left in this world, then that which our pens and papers have locked away is theirs by rights. Thank you for helping me put the fruits of our labor to good use. And we got foodies. Like, I'm almost level 84. That's insane. Who is this person? Oh, this person is asleep. Oh, he's not. It's a boy looking up. Never mind. Verplaine is chuffed that you're helping him. And here comes the sun. Oh, okay. I'm ready to go if you are. Wait, go where? What? Oh, I suppose I should tell you a bit about the artificial sun first. It's got an engine called a reactor that burns with fire ether. My theory is that the reactor has too much ether now, and that's what's changed its color. Ergo, we should go to Phoebos. I know someone who works there helping to control the artificial sun. I bet he'll let us have a look around. It's in the medial circuit, so we should head for Logistical Alpha first. Follow me so you don't get lost. Oh, do I actually have to follow? Oh, I don't have to do that. Never mind. We just need to fly there. Oh, flying here makes these quests so much easier. They only have like a 8 quests left to clear the entire zone. And they're so quick. Well, most of them. Oh, sneezes.
Sneezies.
Yeah. As I was blowing my nose, one of my earbuds fell off. He's like, I pushed it out. They don't usually let me into the medial circuit, but having you here changes everything. Are you ready to enter with, yeah, sure, why not? Guess we go. What are we gonna see there? I kind of forgot about this room. Hello again. You and your friend are free to go through. Oh, movies. No movies? Or just entering? Just entering. Oh, okay, so this is where they make the sun. Never mind. You have my things. It's so tiresome having your freedom limited because of your age. Anyway, let's make our way to Phoebos. So he's like a little researcher? I don't remember this guy. Have we talked to him? Ever? I mean, maybe. I just can't remember. And do you know what? I'm actually so convinced that they made these quests so that it takes you like a similar amount of time to do like each zone, and for you to be able to do it in one go if you choose to go for a zone. He said I can go and have a look. Wait here, I'll let you know if I find anything. Like, it feels like a good session once you finish. It doesn't too much, and it isn't like unsatisfying when it comes to like the amount of quests you do per zone. That's why they gave less quests in Old Charland, because of that big one. Now I know. Well, he showed me the control panel, but there didn't seem to be anything wrong. The reactor's records didn't contain anything worth noting either. That's what you were worried about, eh? You do realize this place has been around as long as Labyrinthos, and we've never had a single problem. Nor have we been able to confirm That this change in the light's hue you speak of. Are you certain you didn't just stare at the sun too long? We advise against that for a reason, you know. Aw. They can talk down to me all they want, but I know what I saw. If there's something wrong here, then it simply means the root of the problem lies elsewhere. Let's go. Oh, okay. So it's like a okay. So he has like a quest chain of his. Rampant is deep in thought. Thank you for sticking around. It's nice to be believed for once. Now that it's clear the problem doesn't lie here, we should move on. Let's take a look at the supply route. The fire aspect of ether travels along from the elemental reactor to the artificial sun. I learned a while ago that the sun automatically goes into overdrive to maintain its brightness if it gets less fire ether than it needs. If that's what's happening, then there must be a problem with the reactor's ether supply. To know for sure, we'll need to check the flow of ether to see if there are any spots where it's abnormally weak. To do that, though, we need a thermometer. Maybe we can borrow one from Muriel Agronomics. Then we won't have to go out of our way. Okay. Okay, so I'm going on an adventure with a little boy to fix the sun. That's promising. See, I fed them a lie about helping with some research and they let me in a thermometer. Come on, let's see if we can pick up any abnormal readings. Oh gosh, this kid. Just as I thought, the concentration of fire ether is too low. It seems to be the weakest at an area south of here. That must be where the problem lies. You are wise beyond your years. He truly is. Well, when you've got a father who's an expert in etherology and a mother who's a mathematician, you learn a thing or two. Who are his parents? When you've got a father who's an expert in etherology and a mother who's a mathematician, you learn a thing or two. Is this a clue? Father who's expert in etherology, mother mathematician. Hey, tell me, can you hear me? Do Athena and Alizé have siblings?
No, that's far as I know.
Okay. Okay. Who is an expert in etherology that we know? Wait. This little guy. The mother who's a mathematician. Uh, what are Membrida's parents?
I think it's them.
Because this would make, if it's them, this would make Membrida's sibling. Yeah, like a younger brother.
I don't know what you see that way.
No, that's fine. I was just wondering if you know from the lore. What's more, I was born and raised here. It'd be embarrassing if I didn't know it better than everyone else. I don't think she ever mentioned having a sibling.
No.
Now let's get to the bottom of this. But he clearly mentions a couple. What? Are you looking it up or?
No, I'm just saying that person doesn't look like.
But I don't like. There's plenty of like adopted, like, people in. Well, I call them adopted people in Eurasia, like who don't look like the same race as their parents.
Well, he's an elf.
He
I was
is.
in. They're Rogan, no?
Yeah, but like I said, he could be adopted. Maybe, but like who? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. I've identified a problem. There's an annala here. They're normally only found near the elemental reactor. I can't say for sure if it came here on purpose or it simply got lost, but either way, it's clearly been feeding on the fire aspect of the ether. Most of the ether travels deep underground on its way from the reactor, but the supply route is close to the surface here. I imagine the Anala must be pretty powerful at this point. It's been here absorbing all of that ether. No doubt its core is full of it. If I can just get my hands on that core, I could use it to convince the adults that I was right all along. Do you think you can slay it for me? Sure.
Like as far as I know, etherology is Matoya and Umbrita.
But Mumbrita didn't ever procreate.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Expert in etherology. Like, Dad was. He said that.
Well, I guess it's Yishola if you wanna.
He said that the dad was expert in etherology and the mom is mathematician. Whose mom is a mathematician? What are their professions? Like of Mumbrita's parents? Do we know?
No, I don't recall.
Maybe there's like a lore bit somewhere. Because he said he was born here, and I'm exactly at the part, well, near the part where they
Where they met.
yeah, it's just nicely done. Can you show me the core? Sure. It's like I'm right there. I just can't remember the the cutscene very well. The one with Orianger. Like if they
I don't
told
think they
him,
mentioned.
maybe they didn't mention. Maybe Mambrita mentioned like a long time
Or
ago in
maybe
the Realm
they
Reborn.
were with a group. What were they doing?
What?
They were like with a group of people. What were they doing there? I don't recall.
I think we just bumped into them. I don't know. So this is what an abundance of ether can do to their cores. It's massive. Father and the others will have no choice but to believe me when they see this. So maybe we see the father because this quest line continues. Replan is ready to prove that he's in the right. Okay, so this is his final quest. I'm sure I can figure this out. Okay, I think we're gonna get to the bottom of this. We're about to waste no time in showing this to father. It's time he acknowledged that I'm right. Okay, we'll see who the father is. So this is where he'd been hiding. Okay, let's see who your dad is. No, I don't know this one. Father, fancy seeing you here. I was just about to come home and tell you that I found a problem with the sun. You're still harping on about that. You could have got yourself hurt pursuing this nonsense. Musalfred. Musalfred? Do we know him? From the MSQ?
Pardon?
Musalfred. And Alison. Do we know him from the MSQ? I don't remember him. And you, I told you to bring my son back to me, and instead you go off gallivanting with him?
Okay,
That's
that's
right,
his
you
son.
know. What?
That's his son.
That's his father. That's what he's called. Fine, I shall hear what you have to say. When did we ever interact with him? I can't remember him. Oh my, I've never seen a core like this in my life. I see no reason to doubt your suggestion that I was feeding on the fire aspect of ether. So you finally admit that I was right about the sun. Well, yes. However, that matters not that I know how serious the situation is. What do you mean? If he's already slain the Anala, surely everything will go back to normal now. No, I'm afraid not. If the artificial sun was under such strain for a prolonged period of time, it could be on the verge of combusting by now. Oh god. Oh no. We'll need to cool it post haste. Alas, this requires multiple soma cores. The constructs can be found by Cockle's Forge. Please, we've no time to waste. You must retrieve 2 cores for me. We'll begin the process at Phoebos. Find us there when you have the cores in hand. Okay, let's go. Like when he says combust, like everyone panics. For good reason. Like you didn't even know Labyrinthos was gonna go boom. I was gonna teleport, but I don't think there's any point. Yeah, no point at all. I'm about to level up.
Nice.
Yeah, I found a more enjoyable way.
Yaudino.
What?
Yaudino.
It's much easier to breathe in these maps. Like when you look at them, like the way they're clean. Look at this. I can only have a little
You
bit
really
left.
doing this fight?
What? Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So what?
So casual. Yeah, I know. Side quest, you're good.
It's not like I'm gonna die.
Famous last word.
Yeah, definitely. He does have a nasty AoE. And my damage is not really something that I would wish upon anyone, but
What do you mean?
my damage sucks as a healer.
Nah.
Maybe I should
Yes.
switch. I could switch to something and then turn in the quest as this. That's true. I actually forgot that I could do that.
So you attachment.
You're actually doing good.
Fun. Palati.
Hey, don't make fun of it because you'll create an aversion for speaking properly. Every time you say something properly, you'll laugh at yourself, and your brain will
I
read
laugh at
that.
myself when I feel like excited.
What?
I feel excited.
Oh, okay. I think we should definitely board here. Oh, maybe we should have boarded here. Eek, that's okay. Chantal, hello and welcome to the chat. How are you doing today? If you're having a nice weekend. It's actually kind of a long chain. But I'm glad that we helped the boy. He could have been forever mistrusted. Never to be helped, never to be proven right. Alright, let's do this. Let's fix the sun. Did you manage to procure the course? I guess. Splendid, and let us save our sun. How are we gonna do that? Like, we need to cool the reactor. That's what I know from chemistry. But let's see how factual they were. Can't even see. Come on. Oh, you're a new player. Well, welcome to Eorzea. If you're new, these may be spoilers, but at the same time, this is so far ahead that you by the time you're doing these quests, you will not remember anything. So hopefully, we don't spoil too much for you anyway. If you need any help or if you have any questions, always feel free to ask. And I hope you're finding the videos useful. I'm actually trying to get myself back into guides content a little bit. I've been slacking for the past couple of months because of some IRL stuff. Like I've been moving and whatnot, and I just didn't have time to do the actual quality work, is what I call it. But I'm getting back there, so hopefully there will be more to come in the next, I don't know, forever. Alright, I think we can finally relax. The artificial sun is stable once more. Clearly, we were so also enveloped in our own research that we neglected to keep an eye on the systems that allow us to live down here in the first place. I shudder to think what could have befallen us had you and my son not taken action. You have my thanks for saving us from disaster. Who is his wife? Is this his wife? There's a lady that I don't even remember. She's just standing there next to him. She's an Ellison. She looks familiar, but I don't remember her at all.
That's his dad?
Yes, those are the mom and dad. And there's a Rogadin back then. I don't know. Back there, I don't know who he is. I owe you something else, my son. An apology. I was a fool to ignore your warning simply because of your age. It's fine, Father. Really. Yeah, Father will never hear the end of this. uh, might you be interested in helping find potential improvements for the systems that govern our sun? Oh, what job are you leveling first? That's exciting. Of course, I can think of several already. My first was a paladin, and I just continued to main pally. I just kind of, I don't know, I've grown familiar with it, and I just kind of feel at home now too much to play anything else seriously at this point. But yeah, I want to thank you properly for being so helpful. Could you come and visit me again in Charlotte Hamlet? Yeah, so you can give me my rewards. Like, each one of these zones has like a little side quest that is actually 5 side quests in one. Not 5, but like 3. Like, what I'm doing right now is not even a major spoiler for the story or anything. Like, I finished the main storyline, so what I'm doing here is like the little like side quests and side stories like after finishing the main story. So there's nothing major in these that spoil the story anyway, because they make it so that you can do it while leveling, and they don't reveal anything from like the main story quest line. So actually, I would say these are pretty safe anyway for the spoilers.
Yeah, unless if you don't know context, then definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Without the context, they're definitely safe. Thank you again. Here's your reward. It is my pocket money with an additional something from my parents. Aw, they made me food. Aw. I was so happy that you listened to me and decided to trust my knowledge. I hope our paths cross again. When I have become a researcher in my own right, I'll be sure to make you proud. I won't remember you, but that's okay. Oh, I got the shoe.
Yes, I'm glad.
Are you really? You hungry? I just received the food of pancakes. Oh, he has another quest. Dice! Dice, I love die quests. Verplan has something to ask of you once more. Oh wow! Is he gonna meet with our troll friend? Hello again. Thanks once more for your help in sorting out the sun. I've actually got something else to ask if you're willing to hear me out. It concerns a new friend of mine, a young troll that I found wandering around these parts recently. Oh, we're getting to like close these two stories together. That's so cool. Obviously, he's not capable of speech, but he can clearly understand me when I talk to him. You do believe me, right? Oh, that's Shackles. Pick White Mage because I had no idea of the team responsibilities when I started. I'm struggling in dungeons, but it'll get better in practice. Definitely. I wish I didn't know what healers had to do when I started playing, because I wish I had the courage to pick a healer first, because now, like, I've never healed in my life, and now I'm, as you can see, like, well, I'm leveling a healer, and I am so anxious about healing, and I dislike Sage so much that I don't even drag it through dungeons. I do side quests full of lore so that I get these like measly pieces of experience points to try and somehow level my Sage, because I don't want to go into any dungeons with it whatsoever. Like other healers, like Astrologian, I leveled up to 90 and I actually had a decent amount of fun with it, but I still decided to never heal because I've grown too anxious. On the other hand, tanking for me just kind of came like, whoa, I want to do this. And DPS was just like, I don't know, something to do, I guess. So I guess everyone has like a different preference on like what they want to do. What a peculiar name. Well, that makes explaining the situation much easier. I last saw him by Logisticon Alpha. Let's go and see if he's still there. Wow, I bet this quest wouldn't have even unlocked if I hadn't finished the Shackles story just now. Wow, I'm so glad I did. Like, they made such a good job with connecting these stories, and I think I picked the right order because I got like an additional quest unlocked because of it. Shaggles, hi. Grrr, I've been searching all over for you. Since we last met, I decided to use magics to improve my vocalization. Jadak Grr, I've read my fair share of tomes on the subject. It seems your kind are capable of making your vocal cords vibrate, thanks to your ability to breathe through your mouths. Alas, we trolls are incapable of doing so. Is he calling me a mouth breather? uh, However, I managed to adapt the wind aspected spell to enable me to communicate properly. Not that there's anything wrong with nasal gurs, mind you. I'm not gifted enough to activate the spell on my own, so I set out in search for you once more. It was then that I bumped into this clever child. A little hard for me because a lot of people are super fast. You can't really keep up at times, but everyone's super nice in the community. Yeah, definitely. Some people will not everyone will always assume that the healer is new, but once you say like I like my advice is to just always say, hey, I'm new to healing. As someone who's played, like, it's not a very long time, but I played almost a year, and when I leveled Astro through dungeons, I very openly said I'm new to healing, even though I had like multiple jobs leveled at 90, but I've never healed, and people never said anything to me like, oh, you have other jobs leveled at 90, you should know the basics of like gameplay or whatever. So if they were understanding towards me, I'm like, I mean, I see no reasons why people wouldn't be understanding towards, a sprout who's healing for the first time. And normally dungeons, like, when approached carefully, there's not a lot of things you can do in a dungeon to really get yourself killed and blame it on a healer. If everyone knows that the healer is new, with care, everyone can survive. Because if the people are not new, they know where to stand, they know what the mechanics are, they know how not to take damage. So just feel free to tell them that you're new, and you'll have a good time. Like, I have never really experienced anyone who was in any way, shape, or form rude to new people, and that's also kind of bannable, isn't it? I think that's kind of the way. Like, is it bannable to like be rude to new players? I guess so.
No.
Like, if you,
Well, yeah, in a
yeah,
sense,
like
yes.
if you
Yeah, so
say
if you're
something like
reported,
toxic
yes.
or whatever, yeah, like now it is because they did change like the terms of service and stuff. But yeah, also you can like in the description of the video you can find a Discord link. That's our community Discord, and we have a bunch of experienced and new players there as well. So maybe you can find someone who plays on your world, and you can always ask questions there. Like, we have some people who are super experienced at the game and are more than happy to answer any questions, myself included. Even though I'm not super experienced, I've only been playing for like several months. But at the same time, we try to help and also play together. So if that's something you want, you can find it there. What happened to the buffoon? I'm gonna use this. He wouldn't have been any help, so I left without him. Oh god. Clearly, I made the right choice. While I might not be able to speak with this boy, he still managed to bring you to me. You can understand what he's saying? Simply amazing. I knew he had to have some way of communicating. Oh, this little kid is so smart. I gather he knows a thing or two about Ether as well. Would you mind telling him what I just told you? Pretty good? So that's what he'd been trying to tell me about. Of course, I'll do my best to help. The wind aspect of the ether vented by the earthen reactor ought to help. If we fiddle with the reactor settings a bit, we should even be able to create our own blustery vortex of the stuff. That should be all you need to cast your spell. See, I've got an eye for people. Now take me to this reactor. Oh, he's so cute. Right this way. Yeah, now I actually just realized that these are also leveling quests. They contain no story spoilers whatsoever for like the main storyline, because you are meant to do them before you like do the MSQ, but no one really does that. Everyone just does the MSQ, and then everyone just doesn't do these quests. But I like the little stories. They really help you understand like the world so much better. They're written and crafted with just so much attention and love put into them that it's a shame not to do them. I'll be back in a bit. I just need to go tinker with the reactor's settings. I learned all about this when I was coming up with ways to better the systems for the artificial sun. All done. I think our wind aspected ether vortex should pop up somewhere to the west. Keep your wits about you. There's every chance the high concentration of ether will attract fiends. We don't have any. I almost read that as friends. We don't have any means of protecting ourselves, so we'll need your help. Let us know when you're ready. So, the culmination of the story with Shaggles is that we're gonna teach him how to speak. That is so endearing. Westward, grrr! Let's go. Okay, they're accompanying me. That's fine. So we can't port anyway, we just have to march west. Perfect. I love how they were like, it might attract fiends. Were we supposed to be up there? Of course. It's never as simple as being next to the hill. It's always at the top of the cliff that is next to the hill that you don't even know how to reach. Oh, do we have to go around? Oh no, come on. How do I even get there? How do I even get myself there? Okay. Okay, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. Oh, there it is. That looks like a... That looks like the flying green ball thing. Alright, Shaggles, it's time to speak. This is it, eh? Let me give it a go then. Aww. Sure. Can you hear me? Oh god! Shaggles now speaks. Jeez, that's so awesome. Brilliant, I can finally talk. How wonderful. There's so much I want to talk to you about. Oh, father, what brings you here? Well, if it isn't my favorite buffoon, how'd you know I'd be here? You can speak, or even your voice is adorable. Aww. A pleasure to see you again. I was just looking for my boy. I have something of great importance to impart upon him. It's a pleasure for me as well. I'd been wanting to speak with Shaggles myself, and now he can reply. In that case, why don't you all join me in Charlotte and Hamlet? There's someone I'd like you to meet. Aww. Yeah, the little one is adorable. Oh, Morgan, have you finished these? Is this, I would assume that you did. I'm just wondering, in some unlikely case, that this is a spoiler for you. I know you do like lore, so I'm going to assume that you finished? But still. Okay, who does he want him to meet? So what's this all about? Who's the woman in yellow? Alas, that is not for me to explain. We have someone here from the studio who will do the honors instead. Who is this? Studio staff, that would be me. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh, they're sending him to school. Oh, I come bearing a message for you too from the scholar himself. You mean myself and Verpling? Correct. Master Verpling and Master Shaggles, was it? Would you two perchance be interested in pursuing an education at the studio? Aww. What? Word of your recent accomplishments has reached us, and we are all most impressed by your abilities. It will be our honor to welcome you to our institution and help nurture your talents while providing you with ample opportunities to learn. Uh, okay. I can hardly believe my ears, but I'm not about to turn down the chance of a lifetime. Of course I'll enroll. Oh, imagine him with like a little backpack. That'd be so adorable. What's the matter, Verplane? You've more than proved yourself ready to face greater intellectual challenges, to leave Labyrinthos and expand your horizons. It's just that Labyrinthos is all I've ever known. How can I be sure I'll succeed out there? So he's gonna go to Charlian and see the real sun? No, pair that entered the studio at 11. Thank you for trying to reassure me. Only I won't know anyone there, and, well, he'll know him. What are you talking about? You know me, don't you? Don't tell me you plan to spend your whole life in this fishbowl. There's a whole world out there to explore. Says the troll who's never left Labyrinthos either. Silence, buffoon. Oh, this is a good one. Alright, you convinced me. I'll go. Splendid. Now there are just a few sheaves of paperwork to take care of, so I'll need to borrow your guardians for a bit. And that's how the institution takes your child. Forever. None of this would have happened if we hadn't met, would it? No, probably not. No one would have done this quest for you. I never would have gotten this opportunity or made such a wonderful new friend without you. Thank you, I really mean it. Aw. Farewell. I gotta die, but which one do I want? I can't even see. Abyssal, Storm, or Gold. I'll go for Abyssal. I don't think I've ever used that one. That was a good Shane. It was very satisfying. And I leveled up. Wow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Level 84. Here we go. Oh, I don't know how to say her name. Anaija is champing at the bit to extol the wonders of Skatine. What? A moment, if I may. Have you heard of the winged familiars known as the Skatine? They've a marked talent for seeing in the dark, which has established them as the chosen watchbirds for some of the world's most important facilities. As it so happens, we in Labyrinthos avail ourselves of their astonishing eyesight too. Day and night, our Skatines keep close watch for any blackguards or nasty goings on. However, such keenness of eyesight requires, for lack of a better term, upkeep, which comes in the form of special eye drops. After all, what creature can sit unblinking and wide-eyed for days? Oh god, that's actually torture. For days on end without help. So might I ask you to dole out said medication? How good of you to be so obliging. The Skatines are perceptive creatures of both sight and mind, and will take to you instantly once they know you've experienced in caring for even one of their kind. This is torture. It's animal torture, animal cruelty. That's what it is. That's why I recommend all those who deal with things of a confidential nature to try their hand at treating the beady eyes of our vigilant familiars at least once. Near the northmost entrance, you'll find a Skatine's caretaker. She'll be only too glad to introduce you to our faithful watch owls. Wow. I don't like this plan at all. Jeez. Look at our map, though. This is so yummy. Our map looks so clean. Look at them. I don't want to pour anything into those eyes. You're the one who's come about the eye drops, then. Heard all about today's little exercise from Andija. Called me by a link pearl, you see. I told this old bird what's about to transpire, but she still seems a bit on her guard. Yeah, no shit. Might be best to calm her down yourself. If you pet her gently, that ought to unruffle her feathers, figuratively and literally. Can I just tell her that she's free to go? Like that I don't want to pour anything into her eyes. Aww. She gonna hit me? The vigilance continues her unwavering stare, but there's now a great deal less anxiety in her eyes than before. Think our friend here has realized you're no threat at all. Go on then. She's ready for the eye drops whenever you are. Aww. I don't really want to. I don't really want to do this. Aww. Why, she looks about ready to snuggle up to you, I'd say. Scatines have a mind like a steel trap, and don't forget her face easily, so it's no problem. So it's no problem if you were to walk past in completely different clothes. It takes more than a costume change to fool them after all. If you don't mind my asking, you're friends with the Dragoon, right? Oh, Estinian? Surly looking Alizan fellow, as I remember. I'm afraid the Scatines didn't take kindly to him. Damn near pecked his eyes out. This poor bird almost got a lance in her gullet for it. Oh god, Estinian is a bird killer. What? What? Lucky your companion stopped himself when he did, but that doesn't mean the Scatine is going to let bygones be bygones anytime soon, let me tell you. Bit of advice, he ought to watch himself if he's walking through these parts. In any case, your work is done here. The Scatine's had her treatment, so go and tell Anija as much. Good luck out there. Oh, and should you happen to see another Scatine while you're about, give them a wave, alright? Wow. Yeah, Estinian is not a fan of the long stairs, apparently. He was probably like, what are you looking at? And he just, like, proceeded to kick the bird. Wow. You've returned. Very good. Judging by the lack of scratch marks, you were successful in completing your task. No doubt, the Scatines now know how to treat you as a friend rather than a foe. The Scatines do not stay long in any given location, but rather fly through Labyrinthos, moving from perch to perch. If you happen to see one, count yourself fortunate. They can be a rare sight. Though you may think them difficult to spot, trust that they are among us. They are watching always, ensuring that the knowledge we've acquired is kept from falling into the hands of those who use it for nefarious ends. How do they know we're not nefarious? I have like only a little bit of, like, I have 4 quests here and 3 there. That is not a lot at all, unless one of them is like a big puzzle or something. Fiola seeks those in possession of both a green thumb and a penchant for punishing plants. What? Seeing red? What? Oh my, the ways of Thaliak are as mysterious as they are providential. To think a woman so robust as you would appear before me in my hour of need. If this is not divine intervention, I don't know what is. I face a trial for which I am not equal nor shall ever be. It involves the capture of my most feared nemesis. Tomatoes. You see, I can barely speak the vile beast's name without my gorge rising. What? You would do well to consider my offer, truly. I have money set aside, quite a bit of it, in fact. All you need to do is capture one of those vile vegetables. You'll find them near Mariel Agonomics, and they're quite hard to miss, disgusting things as they are. This person is out of their mind. Yeah, that stair contest would be a sight to see. Pun intended. Wow. Use the thick burlap sack to capture a substitute stray tomato. How can a tomato be stray? Guess we're about to find out. Aww. Oh, that's how. Oh, okay. Can I use it right now? Do I have to hit it first? It's not allowing me to use the item. Subdued. Okay, so I need to hit it first. Oh, so now I have a stray egg too. But I only need a tomato, thank you. Is it time? Oh, come on. I pulled like the whole village. Go away, everyone. Can I mount? Can't. I'm in combat. I should just pour it. Oh, this cold is killing me. Probably, literally. Yeah, V is back to not feeling well again. Feels bad. Well, were you able to capture one of those terrible tomatoes? I guess. Eep. Pardon me, even in this sack I cannot stomach the wretches. But better in than out, I suppose. At least it won't get its disastrously painful juices into anyone's eyes. You must be curious as to why tomatoes madden into violence were running amok. Well, the truth is, a gleaner had sowed a congeries of vegetable seeds to cultivate on the plantation, and a few of these vermin managed to slip in unnoticed. The soil was exceptionally fertile, by the looks of it, because the creatures proliferated with an alarming ease, more so than anyone could have possibly guessed. And to provide this tale with an even stranger twist, the juices they squirted into my eyes had a salubrious effect. I no longer have need of my glasses. I can see with perfect clarity now, though I was in a great deal of pain, mind you. Well, when life gives you tomatoes, make eye juice? No, that has no very pithy ring to it at all. At any rate, your services have been most helpful. I will begin my research as soon as I'm back in the laboratory. And before I forget, your reward. Thank you. How about this guy? A researcher in Charlie Hamlet has a furiously furrowed brow. May I borrow you a moment? I have a problem of marital nature, shall we say. You see, my husband was looking rather green around the gills when he left for work this morning. As much as I would like to check on him myself, I'm afraid my research is of such import. Like, look at these people, like, putting work before, like, their families and having their lives fall apart.
Oh.
Such import I can't leave it unattended for any amount of time. Which is why I must ask you to look in on him in my stead. You're like to find my darling slaving away in hopeless support, if he hasn't been carted off to the infirmary yet, that is. He's a rather handsome man, whose garish red glasses make him hard to miss. Should you notice that he's under the weather, I ask that you provide him with this filter, which will hopefully revitalize him. I'm sorry to lay such a burden on you, but I have no one else to whom I can entrust this. So she entrusted to a stranger. Please hurry, as I fear he'll keel over before long. Oh god, let's go. For sure. Well, her husband is far away.
Yes.
What? What an overwhelming amount of quests, though.
That was done?
Yeah, I have like 5 quests, maybe. Like
Nice.
these short ones. Like, you saw the map at the beginning, right?
Yeah, it was a lot.
There was a lot.
And a big map at that.
Yes. But you get to fly, so... Bespectacled researcher. She did say that he was gonna have Oh dear, perhaps going into work was not the best decision after all. Oh, he is about to get sick. She was right. The man is in very poor health indeed, and likely requires the medicine you were provided. Okay, so I'm supposed to feed him with it? Oh, is he okay? Oh. So I'm just a stranger who poured something right into his mouth. Oh my, that's much better. Thank you kindly, stranger. A weakness came over me quite suddenly, no doubt caused by a thinning of the blood or some such. That medicine is one of my wife's creations, is it not? I would know her alchemy anywhere. That must mean she enlisted your help to see it brought to me, then yes? Hmm? I thought as much. So little gets past my better half, though. I did my best to hide my fatigue. I myself am a researcher in Thomazane. Uh, that interests you, does it? Well, then, you will get a kick out of this. We are currently developing a new sort of alloy, which, at the molecular level, contains psychosensitive materials, such as dark matter. Oh, wow. The wonders we could work with such a marvelous metal. Imagine how much tighter controls could become were we to fit it into a cockpit. But I'm getting ahead of myself. At any rate, our work is reaching its crescendo, and I wouldn't dare miss even so much as a day of it. Would you be so kind as to tell my wife that there's no cause for concern? All she needs to know is that her hither work wonders. The quest were from the time before the planet was saved. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I keep forgetting that we're like in the midst of crisis where everyone is too busy trying to make sure that the race, the nation, and everyone survives. Yeah, you are true. You are right. Like in my mind, everything is like at peace, but I should put myself into the mindset where they are facing an impending catastrophe. You spoke with my husband then, did you? How was he? Was he as unwell as I had feared? He was well, though I gave him a bit just in case. He was in terrible health, as you suspect. I'm gonna be honest. I just knew it. Oh, maybe I should have lied. What was that man thinking? To fight through such illness, all so he can, what, go to work? Honestly. It's all well and good to wholly commit oneself to one's profession, but to do so at the expense of one's health? That's beyond the pale. He'll be getting an earful from me, that much I can assure you. I shudder to think what would have become of my husband. I feel called out now that I have a cold. That I'm like sitting here doing this. It's like I feel like she's yelling at me too. Feels bad. Though it's a trifle compared to what you deserve, I offer you this to thank you for your help. It was really bad. I feel yelled at. Oh, love for it. I haven't done quests for them in a while. And we get an earring. The wandering Lockwood is looking for work. Haven't we met before? You're one of Oriange's friends, yes? I thought so. I'm here wandering around Labyrinthos, hoping to find some work to do. It sounds like such fun. I don't know where to start or how to ask for it. Can you help me? Of course we can help you. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's find someone with work for me. My part is when you use the other, she jokes that did my husband ask you to tell me this? When he gets home, I see how bad his health was, so you needed to lie. Oh, I see. Yeah, I thought I should be honest so that she knows that she needs to take further care of him. But I think I ended up just like I don't know, getting them into further into a fight. But I guess she's smarter than that. Is there something I can help you and your friend with? I'd heard Loporits were interested in learning about our culture, and you're saying this one is looking for a job. Yes, I would like to work at a job. Do you know one I could do? Well, most people here work at Emporia or Thomazane, but we would need to submit documents to request the proper level of clearance and... Oh, I have an idea. As you've seen, the man-made habitats hereabouts are populated by a variety of experimental subjects. Some of the bolder beasts, however, have been known to cause unfortunate incidents in and around the elemental reactors. In order to encourage these creatures to keep their distance, we've put together some bags of noxious-smelling repellent. I'd appreciate it if you could place a few of them by the reactors themselves. For now, I'll need you to ward two such facilities, the one to the south and the one to the west of Logistigon Beta. Here, if there's an article for each of you, so you can split the work. Oh, thanks. I'm sorry for making you work too, but that means we can share the payment as well. Right, I'll go to the south reactor and you take the one in the west. Work, work, work. Yeah, I guess I should have known better than assume. that like a wife is not gonna know her husband, but hopefully she takes better care of him and doesn't let him work as much. 'Cause he really seemed sick. Okay, so where are our locations? I think, okay, this is one of them. Like, I've been at this for hours. Imagine, like, one of the last quests that I have is like a huge puzzle. Like yesterday. At this point, I hope not, though, because the because these quests were long enough. And I do kind of like the fact that we finally have cleared the map. Honestly, I don't know if I spoke to like all the chocobo people. I don't know if I would if I'd like if I would see them like if I would see the quest on the map. Let me actually like I'm not sure about this one. Like I know this is like a little bit of a detour, but there's a station there that I wasn't sure if I visited. Like I remember seeing one of them with a quest, but I don't think these quests show up at the map at all. Like I think because they're like technically okay, we did that one because they're technically not considered legitimate quests, I suppose. So I'll just go back. I created FF14 as new location top with all the spots. Chocobo, racing nether pillar. See, I've never used to do these like chocobo things. I've never even sat on one. To be quite honest, I don't understand their value. I've never used them. So, I don't know. I just do them at this point for them to get out of my map with their little exclamation marks. Thank you both for your cooperation. I'll hand the payment to our lunar friend here so that she might have the full job experience. Oh, and I'll throw in some apples from Mariel Economics too. Enjoy. Aww. New food to try. Let's head back up the stairs and eat them together. Oh, that's cute. I see. So it would be like the flight master in WoW. Whereas, like, I don't know, like if I can fly, I prefer flying. I'm never like away from keyboard when I'm playing, I guess. So I just I would never consider like using them just because. I don't know. Maybe I should try and see if I at least appreciate the experience. Time to munch on these apples. They look delicious, don't they? Huh. Oh my, they don't just look delicious, they are delicious. They might be even better than carrots. I thought this place would be just like Mare Lamentorum since it's all artificial, but I'm glad I was wrong. I was wrong about a lot, even after everything Orianger told me to expect. And I learned so much at my job. I think I want to try another one. Oh, before I forget, here's your share of your payment. Thank you for all your help. Oh, thank you. Oh, we're actually like filling out this inventory. Oh gosh. What do we get? We get an earring. I'm getting like a healer's gear that I'm gonna sell. I can still sell it for a lot, I think. I can't even see the earring. I can never see earrings because of my horns. So even for glam purposes, they're not something I ever wanna like keep. Jasmine. What does he give? He gives us a ring. Wishes to bend the ear of any man, woman, or child willing to listen. Oh god. 50 gil for the Chocobo Travel in comparison to 100 gils for teleport. Oh really? They're cheaper? I guess it's like a bus compared to like I don't know a car or whatever. Where could it have gone? What a bother this is. If only I could find someone who. Oh, fortune is on my side indeed. You seem the doughty sort. Might you help me locate a missing mammoth? Isn't he right there? What? A colleague has reported one has escaped and gone on a rampage. It was last sighted in one ring southeast of here, where it has slain one of the specimens. We tried to deactivate the mammoth remotely, but it has outright ignored our commands. Now our only resource is to stop that willful thing by force. Perhaps you could do the honors. If you're up for it, I need you to locate it and put it out of commission. Once that pugnacious puppet has been silenced, place it in its coffer and return it to me. So will you help? I guess so. Um, Fantastic. I knew you weren't the type to say no to a man in need. Find the corpse of the fiend that fought, and you're the light to come across that directionless doll. Okay. Let's go hunt for some corpses. Why not? Is it worth porting? I don't think so. Survey the fiend carcass, subdue the rogue mammoth, and place it in the coffer upon its defeat. Okay, sounds easy enough. Yeah, it takes a longer travel time for sure. I think, I don't know. Maybe it's just worth to, I don't know, experience it as a fun ride. That's kind of how I would see it, rather than like I don't know, taking it seriously as a transport means. Oh, I should have been there. Never mind. Where's the body? Oh, there you go. Oh wow. Some broken Viking. Aww. I love how the quests are level 80, but they scale with your level. If you're like within range of a sort. Well, maybe it's time to do this. Did we do it?
You got it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, are you studying or watching the stream? What are you doing?
I'm studying.
Oh, okay. I was like, how do you know who I'm killing? I was just kidding. I wasn't actually killing anyone. I was subduing a broken Viking.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you cleared your map.
No, no. Uh, were you able to retrieve our little runaway and shove him into that container? I'm ready to take it off your hands whenever you are willing to part with it. Though I'm not sure why you would want to hang on to it for longer than necessary. There you go. Yeah, that's true. Um, also works when you get into a dungeon queue and the meanwhile the Chicogo runs on after the dungeon again. Oh, really? I did not know that. That is actually pretty handy. Goodness, you've done it. I can't thank you enough. Not sure uh, what I would have done had you not come along. This mammoth's unfortunate escape is the work of the Labyrinthos, you know. They meant no harm, I'm sure, but they insisted on tinkering with the thing's innards. Wanted to make some improvements, apparently. And as you can see, their earnest meddling has caused us a deal of grief. To be fair, they did look rather contrite when I told them what had transpired. I can't stay angry at them, though. They only had the best intentions. In fact, they need some cheering up after the tongue lashing I gave them. Yes, they deserve the thickest, crunchiest carrots I can find. And on that note, farewell, adventure, and thank you. Quick question: what would be the best way to get glamour prisms? Well, you can get glamour prisms in a bunch of ways. You can, if you have the Grand Company seals, you can buy them for your, like for the seals from your Grand Company commissioner. Like I don't know if you're like in Limsa, Gardania, or wherever. They will sell them at some point, like depending on like what level of Grand Company is. You can buy them at the market board. Like I think people sell them at the stacks of like what 99 or whatever. Yeah. You can also make your own if you're a crafter. I think you need to be like level 15. What?
I've never made it. I only buy it off
Oh,
the
you
grind
okay?
company.
Yeah, I also buy it. So I haven't. You can also, yeah, you can buy them from different vendors as well. Yeah, I mean, I really like. I don't think I don't even think buying them off the market board is that bad. Really. I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, it is it. Well, is it even expensive? Is it considered expensive? I don't think so. It's okay. This ring is this unique? Yeah, I buy them off the market board too. I know technically it's something that people consider like the wrong way because like it's not, I don't know, some people wouldn't call it financially optimal and they would be like craft your own, get your crafter to like level what 15 or whatever. Um and in a way it makes sense, but it's not really that much money. It's not gonna ruin you if you buy them off the market board. You'll be just fine. Tatasaku, I think I have like 3 quests left. Wow. Alright. Tatsusaku appears to be deep in thought as he cranes his neck upward towards the infinite cosmos. We have staved off calamity, rendering our initial plans of escape rather pointless. Nevertheless, the vastness of space has not lost its intrigue. Indeed, the lunar surface is a land that yet captivates many of us, and some, such as myself, hope to one day journey there. And we might soon find ourselves pioneering that rugged, hitherto unknown terrain. Um, and to do that, we must prepare and prepare well. As I understand it, you have first-hand experience with that vast emptiness. Perhaps then you would be willing to lend us a hand. So these quests actually tell like a post Labyrinthos story, but that's okay. If you're able, I would ask you to slay a center Anila and from its carcass retrieve for us its core. So what say you? Can you help us? You will. That's the most heartening news. On behalf of all those who will someday step bravely onto that barren, unforgiving land, I thank you. Sure, why not? Let's free up some bag space. Eat some food. I've been actually really happy with today's quests, like the this zone. But for someone who's done all the side quests in other zones, which zone would you say has the best ones? No spoilers. I mean, I was pretty content today. I was very happy yesterday and Charlotte. Those quests were really really good. Oh, doing this with a healer takes forever. I don't even know why I don't switch. Yeah, I like this one too. But I haven't seen the rest, so I can't really tell like which one I'd consider it to be the most fun one. Charlotte for me is just somehow special, so let me look at this Chocobo guy. Have I spoken to him? And where would he even be? Oh, I haven't. Get off my map. Get off my map. There we go. Oh, this is gonna feel so satisfying. You returned, and far sooner than I had anticipated. So tell me, have you the core for which I asked? Well done. With this, we shall be one step closer to the fruition of our plan. All thanks to you, of course. The Loporrids claim that not all of the lunar surface can support life as we understand it. Rather, only certain pockets can be considered hospitable, such as southern Mare Lamentor. If we are to explore beyond the reaches of settled safe areas, we need a method by which we can survive those inimical wastelands for more than a few paltry moments. Fortunately, we are researching one such method as we speak. It involves the storage of air, which is sadly absent up there, compressed into a wearable device which can purify the air expelled by its owner. The core you brought us will be a central component in its development. It'll take some time before our research comes to anything, but rest assured we will see it done. And once we have, you will have the honor of knowing you've assisted us in making history. But since that's hardly helpful to you now, here, a reward for your efforts. Yeah, here's some food. I have one slot remaining in my inventory. These guys better not give me gear or food. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I'll sell them. Oh, okay. So this is like a... Oh, I'm not even sure I should be doing these because these are... Like, these quests are like just before you go to the moon. Like, they're not the original Labyrinthos we landed. But that's okay. Samus is quite invested in this particular wall. Behold, my masterwork, each and every record stored within this wall organized by subject, title, color, and finally odor. None shall ever struggle to find the resources they seek with the system. Now, if only my colleagues were so scrupulous. Alas, I find myself missing several items from the catalog that ought to be filed here with the rest of the documentation for the Atioscope and our moonbound vessel. Aid me in completing my magnum opus by locating them. You will need to search the archives for 2 parts of a manuscript entitled The Etioscope, a Historical Lens. Do not count on their both being in the same place. And the Starfaring Ark Construction Records. I do not mind if you stop to read them. Thaliak knows you will find them enlightening. So long as you return by the time I have finished checking this last row. Well, he is a bit of an odd one. Okay, let's check this one out. Peruse Etioscope, a Historical Lens 1, yes. Perhaps the greatest secret our forebears uncovered was that of the requisite conditions for conversing with the will of the star. First, the individual acting as intermediary must be possessed of the rare ability to hear her voice. Oh, they mean... Oh, okay. Additionally, they must position themselves in the liminal space between physical and ethereal. Okay, so we got that one. They said it wasn't going to be in the same space. What is this? Art. Documentation. Maybe we find the starfaring thing here. Use of the facility known as the Atioscope has granted us both the wisdom and determination to solidify our plans, and covert construction of the Ark that will transport us to the heavens has begun. The Allagan Empire built similar starfaring vessels, notably the lesser moon Dalamud, as well as its Ragnarok-class intermittent hulks and Heimdall-class surveillance satellite. Theirs was the most technologically advanced civilization in recorded history, and we fully intend to utilize any knowledge we can glean of their techniques to the utmost. Okay, and we need another one. The Historical Lens. Have we already checked this one? It's like the only one available, I think. Yeah. Knowledge of the events Heidelin foretold has the potential to shatter world order. Thus did the Forum elect to construct a means more secure than the Anti-Tower for future exchange with her beneath the nation's very foundations. Excavation of Labyrinthos began in secret. Thence did we locate the veil between physical and ethereal and construct a finely attuned lens by which to penetrate at the Atioscope. Okay. There you go, your smelly books. Ah, I do love the smell of aging parchment in the evening. Did you find the documents? I guess. Crazy, alright. Truth be told, I'm surprised that you found all 3 in this mess of an archive. Surprised yet grateful. As I presume you will have read, 'tis only through momentous efforts by our predecessors that we stand here today. I'm honored to have seen their legacy to fruition. Yet to ensure the chronicles of these deeds are accessible is no less important a task. Indeed, now they are no longer confidential. I'm certain that historians and laymen alike can benefit from the perspectives they provide. That is why every record must be kept in its proper place, and thanks to you, they will be. And we have one more quest in the entirety of Labyrinthos to do. A triple triad match we'll do another time. We'll finish those. Uh, Cooler than being cool. Irene is thinking long and hard about how best to acquire what she needs. Why, hello there. Let me guess. You're an adventurer, a mercenary for hire, willing to stand against any beast so long as the reward is commensurate. Well then, I have the job for you and a prize to match. I'm in need of two rather unique crystals, which can be obtained from Selma's ice giants of fierce repute. You'll find the frigid fiends lumbering about southeast of here, so if you wouldn't mind. Sure. Our last quest is a hack and slash. At least it's not a puzzle. That they're like, you will have no map, no friends, no phone, no link pearl, no teleport, no mount, no nothing. Go do your puzzle. I love these birds. I should work on getting all of them. I thought I already killed these. What? Can I switch to something else? I should be able to. It's gonna be faster, hopefully. Yeah, this is way faster than hitting him with a healer. I don't know why I would ever do that. I should have switched straight away. That was pretty dumb. What do you mean I'm unable to change? Oh, never mind. There we are. Wow. I cannot wait to see this map after this one quest is gone. It's not going to look much different than what it does now, but the effort is there. The effort is most definitely there. Still in one piece, are you? Very good. Now have you the crystals? There you go, your damn crystals. Exactly what I was looking for. Excellent work. I see that glint in your eyes. You wish to know how I mean to use them, don't you? Allow me to satisfy your curiosity. As you know, Cockle and his fellow fools have seen to fit to amplify fire aspected ether using the reactor. Abnormal heat signals have been detected in a portion of the ether conductor running beneath our feet. These ice crystals can counteract these undue temperature spikes by forcibly cooling the affected areas. But enough about me and my woes. You have more than earned your reward, adventurer. Should I need any assistance in the future, I will be sure to call upon you and your expertise. And with what? 0 place in our inventory? 1 place in our inventory. And a bunch of stuff that we got. This is what we have. This is Labyrinthos. Empty, empty, empty. There's nothing here anymore. How satisfying is this? Oh wow. I thought this map honestly was going to take ages. And I'm actually just pretty happy that I got to do it today. But on that note, for today, that is going to be it. I'm really enjoying these streams, like the side quest ones. I love the stories, and I love like digging for the little fun quests and puzzles that they throw in. And I just can't wait for the next zone. For this weekend, that will be it. As you can see, I decided to move my Sunday streams to afternoon so that I can have like one longer stream instead of two, because I found two on Sundays to be really exhausting, as I have to get up at like 5 in the morning on Mondays to go to um, pick up my kid from dad's house and then take him to daycare. So Mondays are really, really, really tiring for me. But yeah, on that note, I will be finishing for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun with me today. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're not with us on Discord, feel free to pop in. There's a link in the description. If you happen to be new to the channel, don't forget to sub. I also started my other channel where I upload like more like variety stuff, like variety games, behind the scenes, just short stories and stuff like that. And I'll be reposting some older content there, along with some new stuff that I'm currently working on. So you can find that link in the, like, I think on the main profile, like between like the playlists and stuff. You can find it. It's called Vplays. But anyway, I hope to see you there too. That's it for today. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time on live on Saturday at 3 p.m. That's gonna be our cooking stream, and then during the week, next week, you'll be seeing more stuff on the channel when it comes to like the guides, some highlights from the weekends and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Thanks again. Good luck. Have fun. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. And bye bye.